Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the internet and of YouTube, and welcome back to Final Fantasy Chronicles of Eno. I am your host and game master, Skajarmaz, otherwise known as Toneshift, and with me today we have our full cast of players. We have Tom117Z playing Rosa, our female Elvon Mithra Watcher.
Bad person. Dead.
We have Mystic playing Aeon, our male Moogle Time Mage.
Present.
We have Hades Shadow 92 playing Cassandra, our female human dragoon.
And this is why you listen to our warnings.
Let's see here. We have Darkness playing Kunara, our female Lupin warrior.
Hi.
And we have Ari playing Kayana, our female Tarufel engineer.
Me.
So, where last we left off, the Freebirds, having completed their work in the city of Loloto, was it? I always get Tenori and Loloto mixed up. Loloto. Having completed a bit of an odd job in the city of Loloto, returned to the road, coin in hand, for the town of Windurst, in the hopes of chartering a ship to take them out of Lapinia and to the city of Zolvain, down in the Confederacy of Old Vetay, hoping to pursue matters related to Rosa's family and Cassandra's origins, with her dipshit of an uncle. As they were traversing through the forests and highlands around that region, Kunara found her dreams once again being assaulted by this outside entity who finally deigned to reveal itself to some extent to Kunara as this strange, moonlight-bathed feminine voice and figure, telling Kunara to seek out where the sea shines under full moon's light. And that time was running out, before presumably the same madness currently enveloping the mind of her twin sister Eclipsa comes for her as well. However, without any immediate knowledge as to where that might be, the party has deigned to maintain their current course and simply keep their eyes and ears peeled for any clues as to what that might entail. With that said, however, they continued on their way, following the road, and it was as they were a day or so out from Windurst that they found themselves being ambushed by a familiar face. The thief that had previously attempted to poison the group with a sleeping draught in order to steal Kayana's scarab. However, thanks to some quick and clever thinking from the party, the scarab was safely tucked away in Aeon's pocket dimension floof, thus preventing it from being stolen and forcing the thief into fighting the losing battle that ultimately culminated in his timely death. And with that, as the group is coming down from their battle high, gasping for breath and worn out, and Rosa in particular just aching all over because she got her gut blasted open, we shall go ahead and come in to this session. So, Freebirds, it is immediately following the battle. You're all rather quite worn down and tired, but it is otherwise to you. So
it's right as the battle ended, yes, like Rosa having just released the arrow that ended him.
yeah.
So Rosa is kind of standing there, puffing in the immediate silence as things ended, before she grips her stomach and keels over.
And Cassandra is immediately running over.
Ow.
Fluffy nervously snuffing
I'm
at
okay.
you.
A hole in your gut, Rosa.
It really hurts.
Well, no.
I think I'm losing a lot of blood. I'm losing a lot of blood. I feel fine.
She boops her on this. Hush.
Boots are not a cure for stab wounds.
Mm-hmm. And just like, I'm sure like Cassandra has like spare cloths or whatever to just like try
Yeah,
to staunch the bleeding or whatever.
Yeah, if you want to apply first aid, go ahead and make a healing check.
I don't think I have any. At least I don't think so.
Can Rosa like help by like kind of directing what she's doing? Because Rosa would.
It's not really it's just trying to apply pressure.
So just put bandage there. No, that's the wrong hole. No, okay.
Sure, yeah, I'll allow it. You can add an extra d6 to that with Rosa's assistance.
13.
13. All right, it takes you a bit, but with some assistance from Rosa, you're able to go through your supplies, procure some bandages and things that can function as bandages, and get Rosa's wound treated so that she's not at any risk of bleeding out. She's still sore as shit, but once you stop for camp, some overnight applications of healing magics should leave her fine.
Pack it in there, good. I think my lungs punctured. Oh.
And she picks Rosa
up. Okay.
And carries her to the cart.
Okay, I'm just gonna let this happen.
Good, because you don't have a choice right now.
Yeah. Fluffy. Rest a hand on her beak as they go. I'll be right, girl. I'll work my magic as we go.
Okay. And just places her in the cart very gently. And I'm sure we probably got like a blanket or something.
Oh, absolutely. You've got camping supplies. You've got blankets.
So yeah, wrap her in a blanket. And just goes and just looks to Aeon and says, Aeon, keep her warm.
Hi, Koopa.
Just Aeon probably just like clinging to her.
Well, I'm the emotional support moogle. I'm sure she's clinging on to me before she passes out like a stuffed animal.
Yeah. You kind of flit over and snuggle into the blankets with Rosa and just get cuddled up.
Yee.
That's nice. And she's up.
Okay.
Sleeping.
Alright. She should hold out until we get to Windurst and get her an actual doctor.
Once we stop for camp, she should probably be able to take care of herself. I mean, she knows healing magic.
I don't really want to trust that. And we're too far to make it to Windurst tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move a little further away and then make camp. I don't want to stay here with all these dead bodies.
Fair enough.
Alright. Kai, how you holding up?
Yeah. Okay. Just Kai just is like making sure that everything's in order and like her gun is like not overloaded and stuff like that.
He's like, I'm okay. Just that he's out of the way.
Who's that?
Hi. Do you want Vinny back?
Yes. He just holds out her hand. She's like, yeah, I think I.
Okay.
Alright. So you extract the scarab from your floof, and the second it's free, its carapace pops open, its wings spread out, and it just flies directly for Kyanna's hand. Settles into it, and then just goes dormant.
And there's a... Kanara, how are you holding up?
I live. I also keep an eye on Rose on our travels. But she's strong. I believe she'll be fine.
Good, you can help Aeon keep her warm. Just try to get as much distance from this place as possible before we start to pass out.
I'll take to the air, scout things out ahead, make sure there aren't any other bad surprises, and see if I can find a good clearing for us to camp in.
Good idea.
Tyr takes off into the air.
And just as Cassandra just starts walking to the front of the car, you can see her wincing and holding her sides, and just she's pretty beat up too.
Yeah, it was not an easy fight. It was a boss.
It was a boss that we weren't even technically supposed to kill yet, but
It's fine. I've already worked out how the plot will change around that. Don't worry. I figured it out. I had time.
Right.
we always ruin your plans.
Usually you don't ruin them that much. In this case, you didn't ruin it. You just postponed all of it. It's like, okay, well, I was going to do all of this in the next 10 sessions. Now I'm going to have to wait at least 10 before I can even start. Gotcha. So yeah, you have effectively delayed Kyanna's storyline.
Well, that's what he gets. We warned him.
You did do that. Anyway, so Fluffy, as you're coming back to the wagon, has taken up a position at the side of the cart and is just resting the underside of her beak on one of the walls, just staring at Rosa.
Fluffy. Come on, we need to get away from here. Can I get you hooked up?
The nature check.
I need a nature check. What? To talk to the bird?
To coerce Fluffy to do as you're instructing her, because, like, Fluffy knows you, but you are not Fluffy's person.
Well, the person is in the cart.
And Fluffy's protective instincts are kicking in, like, must monitor, must protect child.
10.
10.
Excuse me.
Like, you raised Fluffy, but Fluffy protects you as much as you protect Fluffy.
Damn.
If not more so. But anyways, Fluffy lets out a
Fluffy's bigger than
few...
you.
Yeah, Fluffy lets out a few stressed snorts before reluctantly pulling away from the side of the wagon, letting herself get hitched up to the front.
Love the reluctant. Like, okay, fine.
Like a
And
stubborn child.
It's like, damn it, okay.
with a last little push to the front of the cart, and a quick son of a bitch, as she winces in pain yet again, we move on.
Yep. So
Okay, that
yeah.
hurt my throat a little bit.
No, Sandra's choking!
Oh my god.
All right. So with that,
Damn it, Cass, you killed me.
If there's any point that you don't feel able, I'm willing to take over.
I'd rather you be back there keeping her warm. I don't want her getting frostbite out here.
That's my cloak for that.
all right. So as I recall, that we had that confrontation happen around about the middle of the day.
I believe so. It's just snowy and all hell, so we don't know. I don't know if we know very well the passage of time right now.
I mean, it's actually clear. There aren't any
I thought
clouds in the sky today.
I thought it was snowing when...
There's snow all over the place, but it's actually a clear sky today.
Alright. Well, what do I know?
According to the calendar that I'm using to keep track of the weather at any rate.
Well,
Yeah, I think it was just a snowy landscape, but not actually snowing.
Yeah.
well, what do I know? Continue.
All right, so you move on for the remainder of the day, thanks to your doubled movement speed from Fluffy. You make it about to the entrance point of this sort of gap in the mountains between the Skine Peaks and Mount Lalafell before dusk falls, and you have to find a place to camp. You can go ahead and roll a nature check for Tiermith to find a good place to camp.
All that roll. I'm glad there's some in nature. 11.
11. Tiermith is able to find a suitably good place to set up camp, and as he's coming back down as the sun is setting, he sort of lines up along the length of the back wall of the wagon and calls up to you. I didn't see anything waiting for us, and there's a pretty good clearing off to the right once we crest this next hill. It should serve our needs just fine. Flatbed enclosed.
Just try to keep out of sight as much as possible.
Right.
I'd say at some point, probably during the latter part of the trip, Rosa did wake up and just slowly, over time, just running cure spells on herself.
Yeah.
seal the big gaping hole in her gut.
Yeah. But soon enough, you do find your designated campsite that Tiermith found, and it looks like he actually went and marked it by breathing some fire on the ground to just melt a big patch of snow out. So there's a sort of icy crater in the middle that marks the center of the spot. Here it is.
All right. Can I help Rosa get down and get her comfortable? Kai, let's get a fire going.
She's over there.
Right.
She's holding her.
Sandra,
Hmm?
you rest. You were driving. Me and Kai can go get the fire. It's your turn.
I'll be fine.
Okay,
Listen,
Cassandra.
Just, this is just going like, hey, you rest, because you're in terrible shape in a way.
You absolutely should. You have a hole in your side too, and I haven't touched it yet. I should do that.
And just Kai just going like, both of you rest.
Am I taking the role of a leader seriously? But there's a time where you have to take a break. We got
Like,
this.
now, kind of helped out of the car by Kanara, Rosa kind of limps over towards Cassandra, places her hand on the still open wound, and just casts, like, the last MP for another cure.
Alright.
Alright. Just, I want someone on watch at all times. I don't trust this road anymore.
I'm on it. Tear goes up.
So little brother dragon has it in hand, so big sister needs to go sit down with little sister so we can sleep, because ow.
Yes, because ow.
He put a really big hole in me, but then I shot him with an arrow and he went, ah, and he died. I don't actually feel as bad about that one as I did the last one. Does that make me a bad person?
Does it make me a bad person? I don't even really remember the faces of those guys I made into a kebab.
I mean, I remember his.
They were all bastards and they can rot in the snow for all I care.
I mean, I still don't get it. Like, why when we save him and then he doesn't, and then we let him go, and then he comes back again, and now he's dead.
Honestly, Rosa, from how well he fought and how coordinated he was, I have a feeling we didn't really save him at all. I feel like that whole thing was staged, and the only real injury he had was when Aeon dropped the rock on his leg.
Aeon is a good moogle.
Aeon is best moogle. Don't you ever forget it.
Aeon, I require to give you hugs because you are best moogle.
I'm getting firewood.
Just Kai going like, let's go.
Alright.
Since when did
Aeon.
Aeon get so serious?
He gets this way when I'm injured.
Alright. Alright. Aeon, Kayana, the two of you may make scavenge checks to hunt for firewood.
Okay. Bring my keyboard
I
to
need
me.
to look for my sheet.
Okay, scavenge. Okay.
So you're a kleptomaniac, you should have scavenge.
I think I pretty much, if I could max it out, I already did. And I got bad rolls, so 7.
I am a tall woman.
What the hell?
What am I doing? I haven't done this for a very long time.
2d6 plus your scavenge.
Knock, knock.
Thank you. Good thing I have scavenge, thank God. Because what? Engineering.
Engineering, you gotta
Well,
look
let's
for
see
all
if you
those
roll
little
better than me.
scraps.
If the dice don't like us because of what we did to the characters, they're gonna hate us.
Oh god.
Aeon, I'm sorry I
Right.
gave you a sugar-free lollipop.
13.
13.
13.
There you go.
Alright. Between the two of you, you're able to bring back enough firewood for a suitably large campsite. Or fire, rather. So it's not an issue. Like this was a low DC. The DC was 7. So.
No, you can just have it as Kai brings back logs, I bring back twigs.
Kindling is how it works.
Yeah.
Aeon is helping. He's a sweet boy.
All right.
Okay, they got the log, you got the kindling to start it, and then Cassandra with the fire breath.
All right. So you've got yourself a nice fire going. You've got a good camp. You are good.
Yay.
Yay.
I don't know why, but I could just see Kai just like letting Cassandra sit next to Rosa. He's like, now you sit.
I am sitting.
Just the first time when how do I say when she said you rest, and then she just like pushes her down.
How does Kai push her down?
Oh, I
Because
know.
Cassandra
Kick her in
is
the legs.
exhausted.
What, you just kick her in the shin?
No, like when there was like this meme where they kick her right right in the back of the knees.
Oh my god. That's horrible.
Well, regardless. So.
So yeah, just Cassandra just looks over to Kai and says, "Your dad's a dick."
Mm-hmm. Why do you think I don't talk to him no more?
Why is he so determined to get the scarab?
I don't know. But since I ran away from home, he's been mad. I had a feeling.
How do they keep finding that damn thing anyway?
I mean, we're not exactly inconspicuous. I'm
So
pretty
you're
sure
saying-
everywhere we've been, and probably places we haven't been as well, but through some sort of osmosis, have caught fire.
All you see is Cassandra bombastic side eye.
So, the quicker we get that boat, the quicker Daddy Beanie Pants isn't trying to steal from us and bury us and doing mean, rude things.
Yep.
More like greedy bastard. Anyway.
So yeah, as soon as we get out of Lapenia, soon he can't follow us. Or at least be harder to follow us.
I have a better name for what you said, Rosa. More like greedy bastard of father.
Right.
But yeah, he's not gonna get through me. Never again.
Well, we had for him to reach us in Vetay, because, you know, Grandma's like super awesome and she like blow him up.
So
Sorry,
I'd
I'm
say
going
when we
with
get,
apple.
I'd say we'll have the whole Vetayan Rangers on our side at that point.
Just, baby, don't annoy them.
Now what makes you think I'd do that?
Cassandra. It is you
Rosa-
we're talking about.
Yeah, Rose just blinks at her.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. And I am a perfect shining example of diplomacy and etiquette.
Why did I imagine just a guy just going like bombastic side eye?
Says the one who almost barbecued. While
Okay.
questioning.
Hypothetical, Cassandra. We're meeting the absolute highest, most important person of the Rangers. How do you treat yourself?
Hi, knife ears?
What did you say?
That's Thanatos' granddaughter, all right.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say?
I said hi, knife ears.
Oh, high and knife ears. Okay, I
That's
didn't
what-
understand what you said at first.
I'm sorry,
Rosa-
knife ears is what Thanatos always called me.
No, I know what I know the reference. I didn't hear what you said at all. Like I was so confused.
Rosa just deadpans, looks at her and goes, you know my ears are pointed, right?
We never see him.
She moves her hair slightly aside and you see the rest of one of her slightly furry elven ears poking out. Just...
They're not really like a knife.
I mean, it's a knife that they were like covered in fur and catty and stuff.
They're a butcher cleaver.
Cat knives. What?
They're what?
It's a butcher's cleaver.
I think it's what I'm thinking of. It's like the dark one with the little like I don't know.
My ears are not cleavers.
Just Kai just having her face down on her book, just like, I want to leave.
I said that's what Grandpa Thanatos always called her.
Like, if it wasn't for the fact that they're covered in cat hair, they would be perfectly normal elf ears. But, you know, they're cat elf ears. There's cat elf.
Or is it elf cat?
Yes.
What is your species called?
I mean... I don't... I mean, technically a Mithra... Elvan hybrid is the term, but, you know, most people just call me Mithra because I was raised by Mithra and I look mostly Mithra aside from the ears.
The ears that's hidden behind the hair all the time.
I have long hair.
It's nice and pretty and flowy.
Aw, thank you, Aeon.
Why did I imagine Aeon just like touching her hair?
I can't have long flowing hair.
You are all just fluffy hair.
But I want longer hair.
You're fluffy enough, Aeon.
But...
Aeon, if you get any more fluffy, Rosa will never be able to let you go.
I could never let him go anyway. He's mine. Grabs him.
She wants to change. Wants to change from being a poodle to a Shih Tzu.
Cassandra grabs him. No, he's mine.
Yeah, mine.
No! No!
Just Kai just going like, children, enough.
Kai takes some time out for both of you, and she secretly hugs the Moogle.
She would.
We all know you're mine. The war for custody over Aeon. It begins.
Oh my god. Why did I just imagine Kai just grabbing Aeon, just like, okay, that's enough.
Divorce court. Who gets the Moogle?
Divorce!
If only Freya was there, she would have taken it from them immediately, just going like, this is my chaos child!
Oh
my
my
god.
Anyway, just Kai just like grabbing Aeon just in between them. She's like, yeah, that's enough.
Oh.
My god.
See Rose's tail just swishing sadly. Like, I want my Moogle.
When you learn to share.
But there's only one of him, and he's so adorable and fluffy.
There's a thing called learning to share.
Maybe I can learn to divide myself and there be two of me.
That would be amazing. I'm pretty sure there's a spell for that. Can you learn illusions?
Mitosis.
Oh, I do have illusion. I could make another me.
Do it.
Oh my god.
My illusion magic is the dad back.
What?
Yes, the Moogle had a stroke.
I haven't talked to this Aeon in a while. My speech is getting all messed up.
My illusion magic isn't that great though, Kupo. Considering last time when I tried to do it, it came out terrible.
Well, nothing practice can't make better. And if I am anything, I am a good magic instructor. Because magic is awesome, and you are awesome, and let's do magic together.
Just Kai just going like, resting.
Ah.
Sucks, doesn't it?
She's like pointing at both Cassandra and Rosa, just going like, you two rest. Or I'll make or I'll I can't speak either.
We're all having
Okay, we're in the
strokes.
same club.
I thought I was meant to be the doctor in the group.
Hmm.
Can I just like medically clear myself and not have to rest?
You
No, I
are
probably should.
resting, young lady.
Master, I'll run away.
No! I won't let you.
I'll let it happen.
No, you won't.
You let me go and run away.
I'm kidding.
You made the middle cry. How could you do this?
This guy is going like I am kidding. To Aeon.
You have made the moogle cry. You have chosen
Oh,
death.
just grabbed hold of Aeon again and just slowly stroking his face. Okay, we're not letting you go. We're keeping hold of you forever because you are ours.
See, they can share.
What the fuck is happening?
Boy, the whole time.
I feel like a lot of things happen in 8 seconds when I was trying to change the music to the party camp music, and I have completely lost track of what's going on.
Aeon started crying.
I heard that.
Crying.
I don't know why.
Because I said I was gonna run away, and then Kai said I'll let him run away, and I cried because she was gonna let me run away.
Just kind of going like I was kidding.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if she was serious or kidding.
Just imagine you took Aeon away from them to just him crying, and then them both grabbing him and like cuddling him together, and it's like, how could you, Kai? And it's like, there, they are sharing. See?
Okay. I'm now all caught up. Thank you.
You are
That's what she
such
was
a
going
mean,
for.
tricky Moogle.
I am
Also-
Vicky.
Is Skittles still in your fluff?
Yes, he is. It's cold. I don't want him to get hurt. I can let him out, though. Come on, Skittles.
Puts his head out.
Hi, Skittles. I was rooming with Charlotte.
Run.
I don't know how to make mouse noises.
You do really good.
You're doing
The
really good.
rats.
Yeah. There's really not much they make.
Give Skittles a little scratch on the head.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's so cute.
I will say, at this point, like, as you're, like, sort of scratching at Skittles' head, you are all sort of collectively noticing that the bright colors and sort of rainbow palette that Skittles had when you first picked him up has begun to dull.
Oh no, Skittles is sick.
Aeon, he's not. Aeon, you realize he's not really rainbow, right?
What are you talking about? He is rainbow.
He fell into a vat of dye. Like, colors. Paint.
I'm confused, Koopa. You said die, he's alive. But now you're saying paint. I don't see any paint.
Okay, Aeon,
But I know he's colorful. That's why he's a rainbow.
there were.
Oh, God.
Back in Loloto, a group of rats were running around, and a bunch of them fell into a bunch of paints and colors and stuff. And they came out and it was stuck to their fur, and they ran off, and Skittles was one of them.
How do you know?
Because, we spoke to some people in Loloto who saw it.
Well, he's still Skittles.
Of course he is! And would you love him any less even if his coat went back to, like, white?
I don't even know what actual original color he is. I don't know what the so.
You'll find out.
Or black, or whatever color it is?
What? I don't know what color he is then.
Neither do I. I guess we'll find out.
No, I
Or we
still
could just-
love Skittles.
Skittles is Skittles, and Skittles is adorable. I'm gonna scratch him on the head more now. We are just getting a menagerie of pets, aren't we?
Apparently.
Meanwhile, Kai just only has like only a beetle.
It's not even a real beetle, it's a mechanical one.
But
be
still, it's a beetle.
Just be
Viddy
sure
is
you,
a valued member of this team, and I'm going to give him scritches too. Where are you, Viddy?
just be sure you
He is
don't
the-
get a Professor Thaddeus.
So we got a spider, a rat, a mechanical beetle, and a dragon,
A chocobo.
and a chocobo.
Yeah. Do not forget the Fluffy. How could you do this?
How could you forget about Fluffy?
Also,
I don't think Tiamat
think
really
she-
counts as a pet. He's your little
Yeah, I was
brother.
going to say. Like, Tier, would you count yourself as a pet?
He's not there.
Yes.
He's in the sky right now.
Rose was shouting up
If
at the
he heard,
sky.
he would have been like, I heard that.
Cassandra, roll
He
an
is a
awareness
pet.
check for Tiamat.
Do I get the extra D6?
He does.
I'm good because there's a lot of really. 1, 2, 3. What the fuck?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3,
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Tiamat heard of something. Oh, I don't know. I was trying to make a rhyme, but all that came to my mind was something very inappropriate. So.
Okay.
Is that to your herd?
All right, so with that 10, after a couple of minutes, Tiamat sort of comes flying down and alights in the branches of a nearby tree. Okay, so I heard someone shouting my name. What's going on?
You're a pet dragon.
What?
We were debating whether you being a dragon counts as a pet. I don't think so.
Yes, it does.
Oh, damn.
Cass, help me out here.
I mean, I raised you, I fed you, I bathed you.
So he's a pet.
Yeah, but Mom did all those things too.
Damn.
I mean, yeah. And
He is not a pet. He is little brother dragon. Does it mean I can't give him head scratches then? Give him head scratches now.
He's up in a tree,
Resident
so you'd have to go climbing.
you can't give him head scratches when he's in
You know, you see Rosa just kind of reaching up at the tree, like trying to jumping up childishly, like trying to reach up. Yeah, head scratches.
Okay. Rosa, what's a considered a pet then?
Normally they don't speak common.
I mean, I'm fully sentient and I hold a conversation with you, so I'm pretty sure that disqualifies me.
Don't you
And
talk?
Fluffy isn't a pet. Fluffy's not a
Don't
pet
you-
either. She is best girl. She is a force of her own.
But
Okay,
there was a
don't you-
tale about a chocobo that could speak.
That was Rocket. She was very unique.
She's a chocobo though.
Also, she was, and also, dear, come
So-
closer. I need to reach your head for scriptures.
So chocobo can talk, so that means is she a pet or not?
Fluffy is Fluffy, isn't that right, Fluffy?
Hey!
Anyways, Tiamat is gonna kind of quirk his brow at you, Rosa, and just kind of give you a little smirk, like, head pats another time. I gotta get back to the sky.
You just see Rosa power like her tail going round Rod, like puffing her cheeks out. Like,
Sorry, sorry, I'm just trying to keep a watch.
I am giving you kitten eyes.
You cannot deny it.
Buddy, I lived with Aeon my entire life. That's not gonna work on me.
Kitten
Damn.
eyes intensifying.
Intensive, you cannot out-cute the movie.
Careful, Rosa, you might give yourself a hernia. And he goes up.
Dragon isn't letting me scratch.
You must earn the right to scratch the dragon.
Meh.
I can't breathe.
Alright, I guess we should all start to get some rest. Gotta make
Yeah,
it to
Cassandra.
Windurst.
Some rest
We
would
make it to
probably be
Windurst, and then we get out of this place.
What did
Yeah,
I
No
imagine?
offense, guy.
Why did I imagine when Cassandra said, let's get some rest? I'm just Kai just going like, yeah, Cassie.
Now listen here, you little shit.
Sandra, language.
No.
She started it.
What are we, 12?
The only one that's not a child
Curious,
here is.
Where's
Kai,
Kanara
you know?
during this whole thing?
Even though she looks like one.
That is a good question. What is Kunara doing?
I suppose at this point she returns back with some more firewood and briefly stand there listening to the conversation.
Hey, Kanara! What do you think? Is Tyr a pet or not?
He's a sentient being, so I'm gonna say no.
See,
Yeah.
Wolf Mama agrees with me, and Wolf Mama is close enough for head pats, give me.
I think she's a bit tall for that.
Aeon's just gonna pout and go to Cassandra.
Aren't you supposed to be resting, Rosa?
The dragon didn't let me pat his head, so Wolf Mama will have to do it.
You get your head pats if you promise to rest easy.
Promise, head pats.
A little closer to your microphone if you would,
What?
please, Darkness.
Books!
But I get it, your books are very important, but so is your rest.
Oh.
Aww.
Tail just squishes a bit. Fine. But I get to squish the top of your head.
What is with Rosa and head scritches all of a sudden?
I require affection.
I think she just wants the serotonin.
Why did I imagine Rosa trying to do that to Kai?
I am a needy kitty requiring affection.
Well, regardless, with head pats all squared away, you'll settle in for your watches.
See, my favorite part of campaign 2 is just the random bullshit he's hitting classic.
Yeah, a very hefty
want
chunk of this
affection.
campaign is you guys just fucking around.
Hey,
I
mix
mean,
us
isn't
in
that a
there.
good thing?
And hey, it's not a bad thing at all. It's a lot of fun. It's just very different.
Very
Different
different
from
from
the
the
first
last group.
one.
Yeah, different from the last group.
Where there was plenty of fucking around, but it was usually not quite as meandering. But anyway.
Mostly it was just ended up being me and Thanatos taking the piss out of each other.
Yeah, definitely, Forsaken definitely doesn't have this much random bullshit unless it's maybe Ice Fang and net flirting.
Anyway, so watch rotation. First up, Rosa and Fluffy.
Okay. There we go. Sit by the Fluffy, pouting slightly at no books, and the dragon denying head pats.
Alright. Awareness check, if
Hey.
you would be so kind. You do get an extra d6, technically, because Dear
Oh, so I get to use all 3 of my d6. My Mika, my knee, and my Rosa dice. All of them. Awareness. All 4s. Okay.
4, 4, 4.
13. Yeah, so that's 12 plus 3. 15.
15. You are very vigilant, despite your weariness and exhaustion and your wounds. You keep a careful eye out, but for mercy, nothing bothers you on this clear night. And you're afforded at numerous points throughout your watch as you just sort of glance up in between bouts of scanning the distance, just spotting that nearly full moon just got done being full and is now beginning to wane up there, and just, it's pretty. But your watch is otherwise uneventful. Alright. Cassandra and Tyr, you two are up. This will be the last time Tyrmith is providing an extra d6 because he is also exhausted, so he will be sleeping after this watch. God damn!
Better.
18. Fuck. Alright then. So, with that roll, that damn good roll, Cassandra, you and Tyrmith keep a very, very sharp eye out. not wanting anyone else to jump your group or any other pursuants that might have been in league with the thief or any of his other allies, but thankfully, your watch is uneventful. It's just you and Tiermith and the crackling of the campfire and the howling of the wind in the distance as it whistles between the distant peaks of the nearby mountain ranges.
Yes.
Kai,
Next.
your
That
watch.
is Kai.
Yep, awareness.
Okay. Okay, let's let me look at my binder real quick so I don't have to put a pop out. Because I realized that my computer was being laggy today.
Gotta love that lag.
Yeah, because ever since the new update, it says, "Oh, I'm gonna be laggy out for ya." And
11. All right. The adrenaline and sort of anxiety of the day leave you feeling somewhat distracted and jumpy. But you're otherwise still attentive, keeping your eyes trained on your environment, and in the moments between, you keep your gun maintained, and every so often turn your attention to the scarab, which currently seems to just be in a dormant state in your pocket. It's not doing any of its weird noises, it's not flitting around, it's just in its default passive state.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still just bewildering to you. Why would your father want this? What's so special about it? You still don't know. And those sorts of questions about it sort of rattling around in your brain leave you slightly distracted, but not enough to be of a huge detriment. And thankfully, your watch is otherwise uneventful. And Aeon and Kunara, you're up. Awareness checks, the both of you.
15.
15. That's impressive numbers.
8.
8. All right. Aeon, you're not being very helpful tonight. Kunara is very much leading the charge on this.
I'm
Again-
worried about my sister.
Yeah, you kind of keep flitting around between Rosa and Cassandra, and you kind of briefly flip by Tiermith, and then you swiftly move on. So, but Kunara is on top of things. Eyes trained on the surrounding environment, ears up and on alert, nose primed and trying to pick out any hostile scents. And every so often, as these final hours of the night are flitting by, there's the occasional animal that goes scampering by that you pick up on that others might have missed. Sort of some deer here and there. A strange little white-scaled lizard thing. A red fox that kind of comes bounding up to the edge of your campsite, looks at everyone, lets out a little yapping noise, and then goes scurrying off after a rabbit. Just the general activity of wildlife at play around you is you keep an eye on things. But otherwise, your watch is uneventful, and the night comes to an end without incident. Everyone takes a travel rest. Your HP and MP are restored by 50%. So, Rosa, you are feeling significantly better. Still a little
Amazing
sore,
what
but
a nice rest can do.
yeah, everyone's feeling a little sore still, but otherwise you spent, some time tending to your wounds over the course of the night, so everyone's feeling better now. We're able to travel.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Well, friggin' Rosa, you see Tiermith currently sort of coiled around a sleeping Cassandra, and you spot your chance.
Oh.
Rosa's gonna take the chance.
Oh no.
Are you trying to be sneaky about it, or are you just being brazen?
She's just gonna kind of casually walk up, kind of give a little scratch on the head, and keep going.
Alright, you come up, you reach down, you give a little scratch on the back of Tiamat's head, and he kind of he does like that cat stretch thing, where his back arches a bunch and his legs all kind of stick out in different directions, leaning his head back. What? What the fucking... What? As you're walking off. Pudding. He curls back into Cassandra.
He purrs. I thought only I did that.
Sounded more like a little growl, but sure.
That was funny.
Rose is looking much happier. Most definitely, you can definitely tell, not only just by her humming to a dog, but, tail swishes. It's a nickname.
Just a happy kid now.
Just a happy kid.
Happy kid.
Happy kitty. Okay. Just imagining Kaya without her coffee.
This Cassandra does plays like she's still sore. She's had it with the cold. She's like, I really want a change of surroundings.
We're going on a boat. Let's get going. But first, bacon.
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 I require bacon. Kandar, do we have bacon?
We do have a few strips left, yes.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Yeah, I could do some bacon. I like meat.
Cassandra just holds him up in front of her. Is like, you eat just about any kind of meat.
Oh yeah, I do. I'm a dragon. That's what I do.
And next, there's sheep. Which one he cuddles them?
I mean, yeah. Have you felt their wool? Stuff's so soft.
Yet Kunara got you the
Yeah, I
and
know.
Then we just,
It's great.
yeah, and then we finally hook him up with lamb chops, and now he'll have 2 reasons to go after sheep.
Hey, if it's a wild sheep, it's fair game, but I don't go attacking people's...
Oh
What
my
the-
god!
What the
Oh,
fuck?
sorry.
You okay, hon?
Sorry, Amber Alert.
Ah.
Oh, no.
I'm getting a lot of those around this area lately. God damn it.
That is...
I am
so-
terribly sorry for that.
It's all good.
Why did I imagine that?
That'll teach me for keeping my phone on my desk.
Why did I imagine that when Rosa is missing? That's the Amber.
let's not make jokes regarding Amber Alert. That's actually an important service. Anyway, so...
That is
I'm
good.
just
Anyways, so you have a good old-fashioned breakfast of bacon combined with your usual travel rations, and it is good. Huh? Guys? Hello? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I think we just lost internet. Hold on a second. Okay,
I
sorry
did it
about that.
again.
I have no idea what the hell happened. My internet just crapped out, but we should be back now, for the moment at least, so here's hoping that doesn't happen again.
Let's hope.
I fixed it.
Alright, so,
Think.
Kai fixed it. I still need to finish the animation for that technical difficulty screen, but, like, it's multiple drawing frames, so...
We currently only have seen Rosa looking curiously.
Yeah, I still need to finish Kayena just hammering a twisted piece of metal and maybe occasionally talking at Rosa, I don't know. Anyways, so... You have a breakfast of bacon and other assorted rations. It is good. You're all healed up. So you pack up camp, load up in the wagon, and get ready to head out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So, following the road southward. It is getting on towards evening by the time you finally arrive in Windurst. As you come up over the hill between these mountain ranges and you see the familiar settlement appearing in the distance, bathed in the rusty orange glow of fading sunlight, shifting to purples and pinks with the sunset. After the time you spent in this town, seeing it again almost feels kind of nostalgic, or like coming back to your house after a long trip away, almost. So, you know you have allies and friends in this town, so there's a certain sense of ease that comes over you as it comes into sight.
Is anyone other than me getting a case of deja vu?
We come back here a lot. Should we say hi to Valmafra? We should buy her cookies.
Cookies?
Yeah.
Why cookies?
Because if I was all grumpy and things, seeing cookies would cheer me up.
I think her being grumpy is just kind of part of her job.
Exactly, and cookies would make it better. Would you say no to cookies?
I'm not even sure I can digest cookies.
I don't think you can.
I don't know if
I will make dragon. I'm going to invent dragon cookies.
I want to see if you can digest them.
I mean, of course you would.
Anyway.
Just a grin.
Regardless, you all have fun. I know the deal. And here goes skyward.
So, what are we doing?
That is a good question. What are you doing?
How's our... So, with the travel rest and all that, how is our HP and everything looking? That's only like half, right?
You regained half of it, but like it basically doesn't matter. You're going to be at full by the time you leave Windurst anyway, so.
I am. I say we find a boat and get out of here as soon as possible before Daddy sends another group after us.
I could have said faster, but anyway.
Well, there's gonna be a boat to Vetay. There's somewhere. You know, it's a big old port city, and well, it won't be to Vetay because Vetay is inland. But the closest city we can get to is the city of Zolvain, which is the capital of the state of Asanamo. And from there, we can travel to the town of Elvain and to the main capital of the Confederacy from there, Vetay.
Neat.
Oh, I need a map. I need to. There's gotta be all kinds of things you can see on the way. Like in Zolvain is like a city that dates back all the way to like the ancient empire and the war against the Mad Kings and the One-Winged Angel and.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Eh?
Your croaking grandmother?
I haven't forgotten. Thank you for reminding me of the bad bit. I'm just saying, Vetay is a very storied place where it was a nice empire, then it was a bad empire, then some people lost to history, kind of overthrew it, and then things happened and exploded, and now it's good again.
My head hurts.
And then there was amber growing in some places, then it got attacked by a dragon.
Hi,
Yeah,
can
this
I come
happened.
with you?
Okay.
Wait, where's Kai going?
Just anywhere that doesn't hurt my head.
You heard it doesn't hurt, right?
But history is cool.
And history is boring.
How dare you?
The player in me goes, excuse you. The Cassandra in me goes, that's kind of true.
But history, it's science, and Rosa is just pouting. I'm just getting all bleary-eyed. Look, history.
Guy is just like, hey, Ann.
Hmm.
You want to watch me tinker with a few things? See,
Okay.
at least it's more interesting than Rose's history explaining.
I'm
until Kai goes into explaining how to fix it, and then it's like, no, I don't want to learn.
It's more like she's showing it, but instead of explaining it.
Okay, I guess Cass is going to find them a boat.
Leaving Rhoda sulking.
Okay,
I
so
mean, Rosa can come if she's done sulking.
No one wants to know about my history lessons.
Okay,
Yes.
then sulk.
all right, so Kyanna and Aeon are doing something. Cassandra is going down to the dock to look for a ship. What are Kenora and Rosa doing?
Learning how to write the wolf language.
I will get things sorted at your own accord. I got a few things to do myself before we shoot off.
Haven.
Ah, yes, him.
Haven.
Is he still in a cell, or is he off doing community service?
Community service. Lost I remember?
Yeah, he's going to be in community service for like several months, if not a full-on year, and he is expected to remain in like he's supposed to remain like under watch and like for the first while, probably going to like at least sleep in the cell he was provided between tasks, just because. But he'll probably, if he behaves well, he'll probably earn better accommodations at some point along the way.
Rosa is probably sticking with Kyanna and Aeon, but it's kind of sulking in a corner.
All right.
God.
All right. Well, let's do Kyanna first because she doesn't get to do much apparently. So, Kai, what you doing?
Oh god, I haven't thought this. I thought they were just gonna show her something. I was thinking maybe she can, like, make a little, I don't know. Damn. Little something for Biddy? I don't know.
Build a hat. Build a hat.
Oh my
How's a beetle wear a hat?
Very carefully. Okay. Sure.
I don't know what to do.
It's a mechanical beetle. You can glue the thing on.
I mean, if you want to just, if you don't want to do anything specific, if it's just general chicanery, then we can skip over it if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, just skip over because I can't think of nothing.
Okay. Okay.
At least she's not explaining it. At least she's showing it to Aeon to make it more fun.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Well then, let's turn to Cassandra next then. So, you're heading down to the docks, are you?
Yeah.
All right. It is, late at this point, sun's going down. So there isn't a whole lot of traffic on the streets as you're going. So it's pretty quiet, and as you're going, you're afforded a chance to kind of think and unwind a bit as you're back in familiar-ish territory.
Can I find the harbor master?
Sure, easy enough. As you make your way down to the port, you go sifting around for a bit. I believe the harbor master we had was a Tarufal individual.
I believe so.
Yes.
I mean, the vast majority of the city is Tarufal.
Yeah, like a Tarufal who acted like a dwarf. Because I recall, you talking to him about Mikias back when you were doing research into the slaver thing.
I believe so.
So yeah, you find that office easily enough. As you're sort of opening up the door, you see that, you see the harbor master from before behind the counter stuffing a few things away. He glances up. We're about to close up for the night. What can I do for you?
Nice to see you, too.
Oh, right, you. I remember you, right. Sorry about that. Haven't seen you in a bit. And I do get a lot of people in here. Regardless, what can I do for you?
Sorry it's a bit late. I'll try to be really quick about it. My group and I need a ship to Volvain. You know any ships around here that would head that way?
Let's see here. He pulls open a book, starts flipping through it. Zulvain, you said. That's all the way down in Economo. Pretty lengthy voyage. We're not having any ships currently in port that are heading there specifically, but we do have a couple of ships that are just sort of in port that if you talked with their captains, you might be able to convince them to let you put off for that place. The best bet on that front would probably be the Riptide.
Okay, out of character. Isn't the Riptide the ship that helped us on the raid?
No, that was the Scorn Howler.
I was sworn. I feel like I've heard Riptide.
You might have. I don't know.
Either way. Let's say back in character. Alright. I'll go look around and ask.
They've been in port for a few days now. I think they're taking some shore leave, but if you talk to their captain, he might be willing to accommodate you.
Any idea where I can find said captain at this time?
Probably up at the inn.
Alright. Alright. Have a good night, man.
You too. Alright. So, heading straight for the inn?
Yep.
Alright. So, you make your way back up through the streets for the inn, and by the time you arrive at said inn and tavern, it is quite lively inside as you're pushing open the door. There's a fairly chunky crowd. I will say you were given a description and a name for the captain in question. Let's see here. Let me double check my notes, because I know I had him written down in here somewhere. Right, apparently I'm a fucking idiot. I forgot to give the guy a name or a race.
That's never stopped you from before.
Yeah, I know. Give me a second, I'll get it jotted down.
Improv.
So you were given the description of an Elvon man with sort of a tannish skin tone, brown eyes, and this sort of really wavy and unkempt black hair that he apparently goes to great pains not to brush beyond just keeping it out of his eyes. And so as you're looking around, you spot the gentleman in question. He's at a counter, or at a sort of a round table, sort of towards the back of the shop by a window, not far from the fireplace. Looks to be playing cards. And as you're sort of with a few other individuals, and as you're approaching, he is leaning back in his seat, cocky, has this big old smirk, like he's propped up his boots up on the table, holding his cards close to his chest, and his face is hard to read, but confident all the same.
Oh god. Good luck with Sandra.
She's just gonna stay and just observe for a moment.
All right. So, as you approach the captain individual, who you learned his name was Hylos, by the way.
Hylos.
You sound like Hilo.
Hylos, Halos, however you want to pronounce it. So, there's a few seconds that pass before the individuals at the table with him, one of them sort of grunts. Fuck it. I yield. Slaps his cards down. Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. The other one also slaps his cards down. Not worth losing any more coin to you. Well, I appreciate the honesty at least, lads. Hilo sort of brings his boots back down. It was a pleasure playing with you, though. Yeah. Come on. The two people at the table with him stand up and go shuffling off, leaving Hylos alone to his winnings, which he quickly goes scooping into his pouch.
Nice haul there.
Well, thank you. I have to be pretty good at these games, since they're my only real means of passing the time when I'm not on the waves. Now, what can I do for you, ma'am?
Name's Cassandra. My group and I are looking for a ship to take us over to Sylvain. Would you be heading in that direction?
Sylvain? Now that's not a short voyage. Not as long as some I've taken, but still not exactly short either. That said, I could make the journey, absolutely, provided you're willing to wait a couple of days. My crew's on shore leave at the moment, unwinding after our last major voyage.
And we'll probably be resting here a few days. So we had a bit of a rough going on the road up here.
Makes sense. Roads are hard to travel in the winter. Lapinia still has issues with those undead crawling the wilds, don't they?
Living or undead, there's always a problem on the road.
Isn't that the truth? Well, I assume you're not just hoping to hire me out of the kindness of my heart. I do run a business, and business doesn't work that way, unfortunately.
Don't worry, Cap. I know how the world works. So we have the coin.
How many of you are there?
Okay, sorry, out of character, that's 5? Plus a chocobo?
5, a dragon, and a chocobo.
Well, Tyr can fly, so I don't really
He
think...
doesn't count.
He didn't count.
He follows the boat. He's not on it.
So it's 5... So it's 5 people and a chocobo.
5 people and a chocobo, is it?
Yes.
He's sort of running the numbers in his head. Well, I think I can accommodate that. Run you about 800 gil for the voyage.
Sounds fair to me.
All right, then. If you're willing to part with that, then I can let my crew know once they're back from shore leave, and we can put out as soon as you're ready.
All right, then. Appreciate it, Cap.
Right, you passing him the coin?
Yeah, he seems trustworthy enough.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you pass in the 800 gil, bringing the party down to 1,012. All righty. I'll be sure to let me mates know as soon as they're off from shore leave. Riptide's down in the harbor, can't miss it. It's the only ship that's brazen enough to be blue.
Right.
Now,
We'll probably be-
before anything else, is there anything about your group that I should know? Any special needs I need to take into consideration?
I mean, not in particular. You don't got a problem with lupins, do you?
Can't say that I've ever met a lupin, but no.
So, yeah, just human, Tarfel, moogle, lupin, and well, I don't know what you'd call Rosa at this point. Mithra, Elvon, hybrid thing. We're still
Hybrid.
working on it.
Jeez.
Where Rosa sits sulking, she suddenly sneezes.
All right, well then. He stands up, pockets the coin, holds out his hand to shake. Consider my crew and I hired.
She shakes. Thanks for the ride.
Now then, where can I find you all in case something happens or goes tits up?
And we're probably going to be staying here at the end, so you'll probably see us around.
Very well then.
Oh, I got something. An idea for what Kayana and Aeon and Rosa might be seeing when it comes to her tinkering.
Well, we'll get to you in a second then.
Okay.
Well then, I suppose I have preparations I need to go and make. Charts to course and things of that nature. Pleasure doing business with you. I'll see you on the ship. He gives you a little 2-finger salute and goes walking confidently off out of the building.
Job well done. I need a drink.
All right. Now we can cut over to Kai.
If I can find the damn photo, because apparently my tablet just wants to be like, I hate you.
Oh no.
Where is the photo? I need the photo, please. No. No. Where is it? Aha! There it is. Oh, download again? I didn't see it in my camera roll. There you go.
suspense that kills me.
Of course it does.
I wish to see thing.
I'm going to show you the thing. It's in chatter, if that's okay.
That's fine.
It's just smaller. It's just smaller, like it's small. It's small even though it's supposed to be big.
Like a small model wing plane?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and make for me a synthesis check.
I'll go get it.
Synthesis tinkering.
Got it. Where is my binder? Ready. Yep, got it right. 15.
Ooh.
15. Cassandra showing off her engineering.
Hi.
Hi.
Kai,
I'm
wait,
engineering?
shut up. We got a lot of names that start with K in this group, and it's been a while. Shut up.
Been a while.
Been a while. Anyway, so Kai, showing off your skills as an engineer. You sort of bring Aeon and Rosa just sort of off to one side with the wagon, park it not far away from the inn, figuring that's probably where you'll be. And in the back of the wagon, you spend the better part of the time before you get an inn sort of taking various little bits and pieces of scrap and whatnot, and with an expert application of some glue and a few small nails and, other things and some screws and nails, you bit by bit, but in fairly quick succession, take scraps of wood and cloth that you have left over that you've sort of been picking up as you've been going, and over the course of an hour or so, put together a little, paper airplane-sized model of, like a personal flying device, where you would crawl into it in the front and stick your arms through little straps to control wings on either side.
And here we go.
Oh. It's so cool.
Yeah, and it can fly like you can.
You can fly like me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You want to test it out?
Yes, yes, yes.
Hey, Rosa, you want to see?
I suppose.
It'll be fun.
Alright. Let's see.
Just Rosa's going like, fine.
They're
Okay.
clearly interested, but still trying to be sulky.
Like, how does Kai work with the tinkering?
All right, so who's doing the throw?
I don't know why, but this Kai saying, who wants to do it? Say aye.
I.
just Aeon flicking his hand up real quick.
Nah.
And then Kai just gives him the little flying object she made. Okay, just be careful. Okay.
Okay.
And 1, 2, 3, fly!
Flap.
All right, so Aeon, you pitch back and you throw it, and I need you to roll me a d12.
Okay.
10.
10.
Nice.
It does not do a loop-de-loop and hit you in the back of the head, thankfully.
Aw.
So you throw it, and it goes up and up and up into the air, sort of curving up. And then as the winds and the air sort of catch its wings, it sort of starts turning and pivoting slightly, curving and just gliding at a pretty good speed, but a gentle decline through the air. And it sort of comes into this sort of natural descending spiral as it comes flitting back down. And after a little bit, it eventually sort of gets close enough to the ground, but close enough to you that you're able to sort of catch it in your telekinesis before it would land in the snow.
Ooh. Good
So-
job, Aeon.
So you've basically got a very efficient paper airplane. Or one of those
It's
model
jumping
airplanes
on.
that you throw and then get clobbered in the face by because they always go wrong.
I love those videos.
Right? It's like, yeah, it's cool, but did you hear about ducking, you dense bitch?
I just say idiots. If that would have happened to my friends, I would have laughed and then I would be checking on them later.
Yeah, fun fact, if you had rolled a 1 on that, then the airplane would have smashed into Cassandra as she was coming out of the tavern to check on you guys.
Oh.
I come back from the bathroom and I hear that. Oh, you guys throwing paper airplanes at me now?
But Sandra, it flies.
But lucky you, it didn't happen and you aren't even coming out, so.
Yeah, they made a cool plane, I guess.
Come on, you know it was good.
Can we talk about the specifics on how you made it and like the right angle of ascent and descent and stuff?
You really want me to explain it for an Aeon?
Doesn't need to be for Aeon, but I require specifics and numbers, nerd.
You know, just Kai just like takes out her book and just shows it to her. How about that? Even though it has like a drawing and literal fractions and everything.
Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff in here. There's like the hypotenuse and the Pythagorean theorem. You can see like the angle of descent. You can see these weird math formulas, measurements, the individual pieces. There's diagrams on how they all fit together. It's like constructing a Lego set, but even further back.
Like blueprints.
Kitty is happy again.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Aeon is left.
Anyways, Guna! Are you back, Darkness?
I am here.
And
There you
I was
are.
about to say,
You are very far away from your microphone, it sounds like, or just very quiet.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's time to cut over to you now. So, you making your way to the to Sea Haven?
Yep.
All right. So, you make your way down for the towards the guard barracks and jailhouse and all that stuff. There are a couple of guards standing outside the front door of the familiar building as you're approaching, and they glance up, and like you're a known quantity to the City Watch at this point. So these two they recognize the approaching Lupin. One of them sort of perks up a bit. Oh, you're Kunara, right?
Correct. Is Haven around? I wish to see him.
They sort of give each other a glance. Usually visiting hours for individuals in incarceration are usually earlier in the day.
I see. Aren't you willing to make an exception?
Negotiation check.
Yeah, that definitely won't do.
what was it?
3.
3.
Oh, God.
No.
And what's your negotiation skill?
None.
Oh, so just a 3. Yeah. The guard shakes his head. Sorry, ma'am, but not without a good reason.
Fair enough.
If you're going to be in town for more than a few days, you could come back at around noon tomorrow. It's usually when visiting hours start.
Not exactly sure if we are going to be around that long, but thanks for the information.
Of course.
He walks off.
Alright. Alright. Alright, and with that, is there anything else the rest of you wish to take care of today?
Nothing really comes to mind. Rose is just nerding out with Kayana, who's probably just humoring her.
Nerd.
Well, then in that case, if there are no other roleplay things you wish to do or any other actions you wish to take, then you'll make your way back to the inn in order to hunker down for the night. Let's see here. And it'll cost 25 gil for... Wait, hold on, no. Not 25 gil. 15 gil for everyone to have access to rooms for the night. 5 per room, and you only need about 3 rooms for your lot, so... I should open my calculator. That'd be good to have.
Calculators are good.
Yeah, it's useful for this game because numbers get big. Party is down to 997 gil. Blip. Alright. So you all hunker down for the night, and you take your full rest. Everyone's HP and MP is fully restored.
Yay.
Neat.
And the following day comes. Partly cloudy up in the sky, very cold temperatures. No snowfall, though. So very chill and relaxed. No pun intended. The day is yours. You were informed that the crew of the Riptide would need a couple days, so you'll probably be setting out tomorrow, so you have this full day to do whatever you wish in the meantime.
Morning, everyone. Kanara, did you get to Sea Haven?
She doesn't say a word and does has her ears down.
Kanara?
I'm planning to see him today, though.
Oh, I see. Well, it is morning hours, so I guess now's the time to do it.
Quite. I'm sure you find a way to keep yourself amused in my absence, or unless you want to come along.
Tempting, but I kind of would like to see how he's doing. I think maybe you two should talk. That he's your son, and Oh, I have an idea there. Aeon,
Yes, Koopa?
might I have a lollipop for Floof?
Oh, okay. Grabs lollipop from Floof, gives it to Rosa.
Rosa takes the lollipop from Floof and gives it to Kanara. Get this to Haven for us.
Sure.
Think he's ever seen a lollipop before?
I think I've tried to give him one before.
Yeah.
Didn't he refuse? Because, I don't think I can digest that.
I don't remember.
And if he refuses, tell them that Mama Wolf really likes them and they're awesome and he should have them.
I will not
Aeon
lie
will be
to
sad and so will Kitty.
I will not tell a lie to Haven.
You've had lollipops before.
Oh, she hasn't.
I haven't, actually.
Remember the very first episode? She refused it and made Aeon cry.
So you
I don't want
the lollipop, Koopa?
No, I thought since then we had a scene where Kanara finally accepted the lollipop.
No, she had
No.
a bit of a cake, but not a lollipop.
I don't. She accepted the hug, not the lollipop.
Well, in that case, you should have lollipop too.
I pass. No offense.
Don't make me get the giddy eyes out.
You may do whatever those eyes things are to me, but I'm afraid it will not convince me.
Aeon, say the line.
Nothing I can say will change her mind, so I think Aeon's just kind of accepted that.
I was more asking for my benefit, but
Oh,
okay.
I'm sorry. If that's the case, then.
You don't want the lollipop, Kupo.
Oh,
Oh,
Are you trying to make me die?
it still makes me melt.
yeah.
Forgive me, Aeon, but sweet things like this, not really my forte. Blame my taste buds.
You ate my cake. Don't lie.
I ate as much as I could.
You still ate it.
It's
You give it to Haven anyway. It says that we all send love and awesomeness and stuff.
You guys are trying to kill me on purpose.
Maybe.
Yes.
Anyway,
should let him know.
I remember anything.
all right then. So with that, Kunara, now you're making your way back to where Haven is?
Very much.
All right. So you make your way back down the familiar streets again. And as you're arriving, it's a different assortment of guards, but this time they just kind of nod and let you pass into the larger building. This time it's open to the public, at least certain parts of it at this hour, as you recall. You step into that sort of front reception area, and as you're entering, almost immediately a familiar voice off to your right. I was wondering when you would show up.
Oh, this lady.
Mafra.
And you look off to your right, and sure enough, there's Valmafra leaning up against a wall with a sort of expectant smile.
Good to see you again.
You
How's
as-
things been in this town?
You've been more or less the same since you all departed. Quiet, peaceful. All the lingering loose ends from the case have been squared away. Everyone involved is suffering their sentences as they should. And
That's good
Haven
to
has
hear
been
that things-
behaving himself very well, you'll be happy to hear.
That's good. As I knew he would. Is he here or is he out on community service?
He's currently getting geared up for his time out in the town, but you can travel with him if you like.
I would definitely appreciate that.
Alright. She sort of nods her head down a corridor. Head down that direction, go through the third door on the right. You should find him in there getting suited up. He's plowing the streets of Snow tonight. Or today, rather.
Thank you.
Of course. Just bear in mind that there will be a City Watch member not far away. It's just protocol. He'll try not to eavesdrop, but just keep that in mind.
Will.
Alright. As you're sort of going to walk by, her hand sort of briefly flashes out and catches you by the shoulder to sort of stop you as you're about to pass. One other thing. I haven't brought it up to him because I didn't want to upset him, but this is something I feel you should know at least. The other Lupin that we arrested, the one named Corthel. Shortly after you all left this town, he managed to escape his cell. We haven't been able to find him, despite my best efforts.
Is very concerning.
Indeed. For a mercy, he didn't seem to harm anyone, aside from the guard that was watching his cell, but even then he only knocked him out. I feel he was trying to escape without causing a commotion, and on that front he succeeded. I have no idea where he went, but if the story you all told us is anything to go off of, then chances are either he'll be after you at some point or he's hunting for reinforcements. In either case, watch your back.
I appreciate the warning. I'm sorry to hear about your guard.
He'll be
Having
fine.
trouble with him.
He'll be fine. He suffered a minor concussion and was knocked unconscious, but he's since made a full recovery.
Well, I'll still send him my condolences, and I will watch my back, and probably inform the rest of the Freebirds when I meet up with them.
Probably wise. Alright, I've held you up long enough. Go see your boy. She takes her hand off of you and lets you pass.
She makes her way.
All right. Make him away. So you follow her previous directions, and you step out into what is basically appears to be sort of like a miniature, almost like an armory minus all the weapons and armor, and instead it's more practical tools. And you do indeed see Haven in there, currently with some instruction from a Tarafel lad, getting himself suited up in some warmer clothes with basically a bunch of different varieties of shovels and other like scooping sort of tools sort of strapped and crossed across his back for him to easily access. All right, is this everything? Looks like it. Should be good to go, lad. And then he sort of glances up as you're entering. Yep, and there's that one. What, huh? Haven looks up, sees you, and his face immediately lights up. Kenara! And runs over and just big ol' hug.
Haven.
I wasn't expecting you.
Yeah. Things happened quite a lot, which I'll be happy to inform you. I trust I've been treating you well, and I've heard you have been on your best behavior.
Well, of course I have. And yeah, they have been treating me good. As good as can be expected, at any rate.
Well, you'd be happy to know I'll be in town for a couple of days, so... I get to be able to travel with you a while and see what you've been doing in my absence.
All right. I was about to head out to start my work for the day anyway. Shoveling snow, keeping the roads clear so people don't slip or anything.
So thoughtful.
It wasn't my idea.
No, but I trust you always do a great job.
It's what I'm being told to do, and I gotta. Honestly,
Yeah.
the snow doesn't really bother me, but apparently all the rest of these furless folk have a hard time with it when it gets deep.
Yeah, they weren't exactly born with a coat like us.
We also weren't born with the digitigrade legs that make us better at bounding through snowdrifts. Or the paw pads.
That too.
And look at me. The Tarafel sort of slaps at his sort of squat body. I'm a Tarafel. I'm short. Snow out there gets deep enough and I can't even go outside. I get submerged. You lot, though, you're 8 feet tall.
Well, bit of a growth spurt in my family.
Well, regardless. Well, shall we then?
Certainly.
Right, and all suited up and kitted out with his stuff. Haven steps out, you following close behind. Takes you out into the city streets, where pretty much immediately he sets to work with a surprising amount of vigor, taking out large shovels and starts making his way through, appearing to mostly be focusing on side streets today. The larger ones have already been cleared, but he's focusing on side streets and just very diligently and effectively clearing out paths. And though he was always, more pacifistic than the rest of those in your clan back when you were still in part of that clan, he does still demonstrate a remarkable amount of physical strength, courtesy of just the harsh lifestyle of the Lupin in general, which means he is making very good time. If there's anything in particular you wish to speak about, by all means.
I've definitely seen you've gotten stronger, at least.
Well, I didn't really have much of a choice. It was either I had to pull my own weight, or I'd be dead weight.
That is true.
Yeah.
I've actually been thinking on a couple ideas while I'm here.
Oh, yeah?
course, it would take some convincing of the law enforcement here, but I figured that whether it's before we leave again, have a little moment again, but in a more lighter circumstance.
What do you mean?
Well, as long as you're still skilled with a bow, of course, and we're allowed, perhaps the three of us could have a little bit of a competition, as in me, you, and Rosa, to see who's the better archer.
I would lose flat out.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you've forgotten all that training.
I haven't forgotten all the training, I'm just not a good shot.
Not what I remember. And besides, I suppose after the competition, we celebrate with your favorite fruit salad. I'm sure I could get the ingredients easy enough.
He seems kind of amused by that. Fruit salad. Alright. You do recall that Lupin are supposed to be obligate carnivores, right?
Yeah, but even anyways.
Like, he's a pacifist, but he still has to eat meat.
No one knows that, but it's one of his particular favorites.
So something he can't digest is his favorite? Okay. I mean, that all sounds good to me, though maybe we could skip the competition part?
Suppose it doesn't have to be a competition, it could just be for fun.
I guess. I don't know. I guess I've just had my fill of having a weapon in my hands for a while. Back in the clan, it was pretty much the expectation, especially after you got booted. Either I had to know how to hold the weapon and defend myself, or Eclipse was gonna kick me out, and I knew I wasn't gonna survive on my own. Doesn't mean I enjoyed any of it, though. But here, though, I haven't been asked to hold a weapon a single time since I've been incarcerated. I mean, I don't want to say it's an improvement. I am in jail, but I don't have to hold something I hate. He holds up the shovel, turns to you a bit more directly. I mean, look at this. Shovel. I can use it as a weapon if I have to, but that's not its primary function. This is a tool for, like, clearing debris, and clearing paths, and digging holes. It's more productive. It feels right. Holding a bow, though, cool as it is, pretty much its sole function is shoot things. And you know me. That never felt right.
Yeah. I know the feeling. Well, I suppose when that day arrives, I let you decide whether you wish they would be yours.
Yeah.
And rest assured, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
On my travels, I have found somewhat answers, but also more questions, but...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Still need to do more work, though, and work things out, but... there's at least more hope.
What have you found out? Don't leave me in the dark.
Well, there are things I need to fix, essentially. And if I do, perhaps things may work out between me and Eclipsa and whatever it is that's been lingering and making her unstable more than usual. Not exactly know where though. We still need to figure that out, but it's a start, you know.
What is it you need to fix?
Well, for one thing, as she reaches behind and pulls out Radiant Blade, ready to the hilt part. This is definitely one thing I need to fix. The blade itself. Then perhaps the next step would be bonds between me and Eclipsa. Perhaps even the clan. But one step at a time, as they say. First need to find out where I need to go. As she puts it away.
Just for my own memory's sake, yours is the dark themed of the two, right?
Somewhat the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Who'd have thought? You'd be getting tasked with fixing Shalgo's weapon.
Appears so.
Well, I don't know how much help I can be working here, but... well... I'm here if you need me, yeah?
Noted. You just keep being on your best behavior and do whatever you can for these people. And when that time arrives, when they finally let you go free, I will come back for you. You have my word on that.
And I'll hold you to it. In other news, have you ever heard of these things called lemons?
I've had one pretty sour for my taste.
Pardon my language, but they're a fucking traitor. And he starts going on to this long-winded rant about how lemons resemble these orange things that are really good tasting, and then you take a bite out of a lemon and your whole face just disappears into itself, and he just starts rambling about it. And it is probably the most passionate about anything you have ever seen him be.
Oh, I relate to you, my friend. I do so bad.
He is offended by the mere concept of the lemon.
Corn and lemons, huh?
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Lemon.
Lemons were
So
probably
yeah, Haven was a victim of the lemon meme.
Note to self, never give you lemons.
Alright. Well, with that. Unless there's anything else in specific you want to touch on.
No, not really.
Alright. And for the rest of you, you're just shooting the shit and passing the time until it's time to put out to sea?
Yeah.
Alright. In that case, the rest of the day passes fairly uneventfully. Just taking the time to relax and unwind before the next leg of your journey. Let's see here. Da-da-da-da. Okay. And it passes without incident. Another 15 gil goes by for the inn rooms for one more night. And the following day, sun rises and it is time to set out. Any sunlight that might have been shining through the clouds previously is now being smothered. It is a full cloudy day, dark and gray and very much not super pleasant, but all the same. And it's the day to set out. So, what you wish to do?
Definitely Kai drinking.
Drinking coffee, of course.
Yes.
That is your prerogative.
At this point. Because I also drink coffee and I rum.
Okay.
How do you drink so much coffee and yet seem even more tired? I had like the tiniest bit of osmosis and I turned into bubbles.
Because I feel dead inside, Rosa.
I don't know how to respond to that, aside from the fact that you also need therapy.
We all need therapy at this point.
There it is. Y'all need therapy. Got the line in.
And also, since I don't have patience, might as well have coffee.
Is that like a secret magical property of coffee? It slowly sucks the soul from someone?
Yes.
Coffee is evil.
Not for me. Well, for you it is.
It made everything bouncy and then I was sad.
I took all the metagel and then everything became sort of bouncy.
Oh my god.
And which is why you're not drinking coffee. Ever.
Technically, I haven't drunk it to begin with. I absorbed it from you.
Wait, so Rosa was all jumpy. Why do you drink it, Kai? You don't get jumpy when you drink it.
Because I need patience to deal with people.
But we're completely pleasant people. You don't have to have patience to deal with us, right?
Sometimes.
Sips more.
Sips more.
Just sips more aggressively.
Cassandra just grins and leans down and pokes her on the cheek.
Which one?
Kai.
Hi.
She's like, this is one of the reasons.
Just keeps poking.
Can I have some?
No.
Okay, so on one side you got Cassandra poking on the cheek, on the other side you've got Froza leaning over her like an Ekin.
Yeah, you got Aeon on top of her head, just like, can I have some?
Yeah, that all sounds about right.
This guy is like, this is why I have no patience.
This is just Kai, just like, I'm done with these children, get them away from me.
Can I have some? I want patience. What's patience taste like?
Just
No.
Kai just moving the coffee away from Aeon, just like,
No!
Hey,
I want
Kanara,
some!
I mean, Kanara doesn't drink coffee and she deals with us, right, Kanara?
That's because she has more patience than me.
Wrong.
I can pick it up, please.
No.
No, there will be no
I
coffee.
have to say no to that as well.
No! Let the chaotic moogle have fun!
Ray!
Or actually, you know what? Cassandra just grins and takes a cup from Kai.
Oh no.
Cassandra, you know what that tastes like, right? And Aeon's not gonna like the taste of it.
I don't even know if Cassandra's even had coffee herself.
I don't know, but she's giving it to Aeon.
You.
Why?
Why did I imagine just Kai just trying to grind?
Come on, Aeon, give it a try.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Rosa is just going to instinctively cast Shell on everyone.
Jeez.
And down.
You don't have that much belief in me?
Come
I'm just
on.
waiting for the inevitable fallout of what Aeon's going to do when he drinks this.
Depends on what's inside, because if it's
Oh
bitter,
my
he's
god, you know
spit
what's
it
gonna
out.
remind me of? Why did I think of the squirrel from Hoodwinked?
Over the hedge.
Oh no, from Hoodwink. I don't drink coffee.
None of the reference.
Oh, you don't? She's never seen Hoodwink. I'll have to rectify that.
Or, yeah, what was... Oh, Remy. Yeah, also as well.
From over the hedge, yeah.
Yeah, Hammy, yeah.
Hammy.
How does
Hammy.
Kai like her coffee? That's gonna be the best way I can do this.
You know it's bitter.
It's
Oh,
just
great.
It's just straight black. Oh god.
All right.
Okay.
Captain Janeway black coffee. Yeah.
Oh,
All right,
God.
Aeon, you bring the cup of coffee up to your little snoot. You take a little sip, and your senses are assaulted with bitterness.
He throws the cup and just goes bleh.
You throw the
He
cup
throws the cup.
Yes.
at anything in
Hi, how can
particular.
you taste that?
And just you can see just Kai just looking at Cassandra, and she's like, "You owe me a cup."
Blech, blech. I did it. I like it. It's disgusting.
You wanted to try it.
But I thought it was patience tastes gross.
It's so weird to say those words out of my mouth.
Patience tastes gross. Stick that out of context.
Yep, doing it.
Ironic, because I always tell Hun to be patient, and it's weird for me to say those words.
Patience
I don't
tastes
like
gross.
patience. I don't like it. Sandra.
Yes, Aeon.
It doesn't
And
taste
you can just hear Kai just from across the room. They're like, "You owe me a new cup, Cassie."
Oh, give me a
No.
minute. Rosa's
No.
going to go
She
up
has
to the
been
bar
fitting to
by.
drink.
Rosa's going up to the bar buying one mug of black coffee and like a small plastic cup of apple juice
Okay.
with a straw.
What's the apple juice for, Rosa? Rosa, what's the apple juice for? Can I have some
This is
apple
for you.
juice? I want the straw.
Yes,
I want
there
to
you
play
go.
with the straw.
Here you go. Here's a straw.
Thank you. Picks it up, tosses it on the ground. Oh, this apple juice is so great.
She just starts
Ah,
laughing
the
at
move was
the
broken.
tongue. What the fuck is happening?
Caffeine started kicking.
Aeon
Kai, I know your
swallowed
coffee's
enough
broken.
to
The
get the
muggle.
caffeine?
You broke the
It's
move.
bitter.
Well, how did Rosa get the caffeine from it when she first drank Kai's drink?
Rosa didn't drink it. She absorbed the essence of the coffee and the caffeine from her skin using magic.
Yeah, a little different.
Okay, fine.
Because Rose is just weird.
Continue.
All right, so is there any more chaos you all wish to create?
I
Bro.
think we're good with the chaos. Let's get to the
Let's
boat.
not ask that question for me.
All right. So, with that, with the chaos thus assorted, you all gather up your things, finish off your coffees and your apple juices, making your way down to the dock.
Yes.
All right.
To the boat, to the boat, to the boat, boat, boat.
Okay, so I think I am now remembering where we might have heard Riptide before. That might have been the name of one of the barges that the slavers were using.
That might have. I think that was the Riptide. That's where I remember from.
Okay, then we should probably change the name from Riptide.
Probably.
Okay, you know what? It is no longer the Riptide. Retcon, it is now the Core Wind.
The core.
Alright, so, with that little continuity thing sorted, you make your way down to the docks, look around, and as you were told, you find the Core Wind easily enough. It appears to be a pretty substantial ship, all things considered. You've got a top deck, a middle deck, and then one deck below waves, and the hull is all painted this very lovely shade of blue. You've got a trio, a trinity of masts, sort of one in the front, one in the middle, one in the back, behind the captain's wheel. And you can already see that the crew of the ship, largely appearing to be humans and Elvon, are scurrying around the deck getting it ready. And you can see Hilo with sort of a warm-looking trench coat on, sort of up by the wheel, leaning over the rail, and sort of shouting out instructions. And as you're approaching the gangplank, he looks over, spots you all. Ah, there y'all are. We all ready to head out?
Yep.
All right, then. Well, sort of raps his knuckles on the rail a couple times. Go ahead, get on board. A few spare beds down on the middle deck, so go and find yourselves one. He looks at the chocobo following along behind you. All right, got yourselves a chocobo. We can probably
This
get
is Fluffy. She is best girl and super well behaved, right, Fluffy?
Right. Okay. Fluffy is going to have to stay top deck. We don't really have any place for her below deck, so unfortunately, if shitty weather comes by, she's just going to have to deal with it. The wagon... Looks at the wagon for a minute. Not sure there's really a whole lot we can do with that.
Can we just, rest it on the top deck with Fluffy?
I mean, if you can find a way to keep it secure, I'll allow it. But otherwise, there's a chance it might roll around and run into things or disrupt my crew.
We can get rope. Do we have time to go get rope?
I mean, it's a ship. We got plenty of rope, but by all means.
We need some rope. So we're not leaving this thing behind. It was expensive.
It's expensive. So what do we have to roll to try to tie the thing down?
If you're just acquiring some rope and tying it down, you can just make it a synthesis tinkering check.
Kai.
I gotta do everything.
I mean, this is
We
your specialty.
appreciate
So.
you greatly, Kai.
Just Kai is like, just Kai just looking around, just like, I have to do everything.
Yes.
I was remembering
We
the
love
cart
you,
we had
Kai.
in campaign 1, which we left behind in Normal. We went to the airship to
Yeah.
solve.
I mean, yeah, kind of after that, it's just mostly airship. Except for our walk from...
We are not leaving our cart. It's like our home away from home.
our home.
Okay.
On my way from home.
Okay, so first, tinkering, right?
Yes.
What did I imagine Kai as soon as he does
Critical
that?
success!
Oh, damn. Okay, Kayana. As you're looking around at the situation and looking at the wagon and looking at the ship, the numbers and measurements all running through your head at high speeds, and it only takes you a moment to realize that getting this sucker situated on the top deck is, for one thing, unnecessary and inefficient. Because it would actually be fairly easy to go through like that top hatch that sort of takes things down into the hull below to get the wagon actually situated in the cargo hold where it's out of the way. So you managed to, so with that critical success, you're able to deduce an efficient means by which you can get the wagon down into the cargo hold and out of everyone's way and safe from all harm.
Yeah, I think when Kai just when it comes to her synthesis tinkering and having an idea, she's like popping her knuckles like, oh, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Go Kai, yeah, great, go Kai.
You know what else? You know what'd be really funny, though?
What?
Skajarma and Tom will get this. Mind Palace.
I was about to say, yeah. She kind of had a
Instead of
mind
tea, it's
palace
coffee.
moment. She kind of had a mind palace moment. But either way, so after about, I'd say like 25 minutes of work, you get the wagon squared away below decks, and Hylos is looking it over like, well, I'll be damned. I never would have thought to try that. get a feeling I'm gonna like you lot.
Guess you could say I'm kind of like both. Me and Rose are the smart ones, but I'm engine.
Alright, well, if there is nothing else,
No,
I
we're good.
think we're good. Let's get out of here.
aye. Alright then, lads, let's get this show on the road, or the waves, as it so happens. Steps back from the rail, assumes a position at the waves, or at the wheel, rather. And after another minute or so of prep and whatnot, you finally hear the of the Magitech engines down underneath, kicking into motion. And the ship pulls away from shore. And before long, you are sailing out to sea. So, this will be an 11-day voyage, roughly, assuming there are no sidetracks. And bit by bit, you watch as the shoreline of Fenora begins to recede away from you. Over the coming hours, before long, you are just out in open water.
Here we go. We're off on our way to Vetay.
Indeed. So, first day of travel passes without incident as you're sailing along. And it is clear that Hylos runs a very tight ship. Everyone knows their spot, everyone knows their duties and responsibilities, and he is keeping them all working to keep the ship moving smooth and quick, very effectively. You feel like you're in pretty good hands, sailing-wise. Now, let's see here. I need to roll a thing.
I don't like it when you roll things.
Kayana,
Oh god.
for the second day of travel, I would like you to roll me 1d6.
Oh, well.
I don't know what roll what would be good. Oh no!
Oh, no.
God.
Okay, time to
No,
go
that's
sing in the corner
universe.
now. Goodbye.
This is it, so
We're all gonna die.
Time to go in the freaking corner. Goodbye.
All right. So,
That tone. Alright.
this ought to be fun. So,
That tone.
No, it's not.
So, as you are sailing along on the second day of the voyage, making your way southward now, it's about halfway through the day. It is a little afternoon, and it's pretty dense cloud cover, some gray mist sort of having rolled in. But as you're sailing along, anyone who is topside and at the rail of the ship will note, if you look down, I would like you to make an awareness check.
Oh no. Is Tia around?
He is keeping pace with the ship, but not on it. So
No,
unfortunately,
no,
so you don't get the
bonus.
bonus.
Just
No.
make an awareness check.
Yep.
Fuck.
Everyone.
Anyone who wants to be at the rail of the ship.
8.
6, 7, 8.
Awareness. 8.
8,
Oh god.
7, 8, 8. Kai, please. Please, Kai, please.
Kunara. What doth I
Oh,
wolf I
vigilant.
see?
Oh, vigilant wolf mama, please see what horror we are going.
For awareness, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Why am I shaking?
I don't know. Why are you?
Nervous.
Y'all acting like you're about to fucking die.
We got a-
13.
We got
on
a
my
critical.
end.
13. 11 and 13, Kai and Kunara.
All right, so Kayana and Kunara, top decks as you are, as you're looking out over the rails of the ship at one point, you spot movement down in the water.
We're gonna die.
You're so paranoid.
You're so paranoid.
You see little flickers of color reflecting the limited light back up at you.
And you can see Kai just like eyes widen as she slowly looks at Kunar, giving a glance at Kunar, just like, are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yes, I believe I am.
Kinda good. I have a bad feeling.
What's
the
that?
matter?
Do you see something?
I'll take over because right now my friend's back.
Is that good?
Kanara, what's up?
Appears to be lights moving about in the water.
Huh? Where?
There, see?
Ooh.
Hmm.
Can I wait to see if she points it out?
Yeah, you see them now that they're pointed out. There's definitely something swimming along with the boat.
Can I make Lord Monsters, Lord General, anything like that? Figure what that is?
Sure, either that or nature. But I'd probably say lore.
nature.
Lore, one of those, yeah.
Can I do
I'm
Lord
gonna make a
Monsters
nature.
too?
You can do lore.
If you want to do Lord Monsters, I'll do a nature. Because, my nature's better. She with Fluffy, which is right here. Right. Another 2, because that's still a shit roll.
It is a
9.
9.
9! I rolled a 4.
All right.
8.
All right, so neither of you are familiar with whatever these aquatic life forms are, but as you're watching them, after a few minutes, one of them sort of comes bursting up out of the water, just sort of jumping alongside the boat, and as you see it, it is a very brightly colorful fish. And it has these sort of really long fins coming out of the sides that sort of give it a moment of gliding air time before it dives back down into the water. And when I say bright and colorful, I mean really bright and colorful.
It's so pretty.
Oh. Pretty fish. I like a pretty fish. Hey, it's a fish version of Skittles.
Skittles is a fish.
I don't think Skittles is a fish. Do not put Skittles in the water.
Can I go in the water?
No.
Do you even swim? You kind of float.
I don't know. Do I swim, Sandra?
I thought
If you have to,
like
if
water.
you have to ask that, you probably cannot swim.
I don't know. I never really took you to the beach.
I mean, the
Every
only time
time
I've seen you in water is when you caused a tsunami on my head.
Can I go get the fish?
No, you cannot go get the fish.
Can I borrow a fishing rod and fish the fish out?
No.
I mean, I don't know.
Probably
I
best
don't-
we don't disturb them.
I have a bad feeling about that fish.
I know the fish is
Where's
really
the
pretty.
captain?
He's over the wheel.
Oh no.
Aeon, I know the fish is really pretty, but look, it's swimming with its family. It's nice and happy.
I want to talk to the captain.
I want to talk to the captain.
All right, so Ion, you go flittering over. You see Hylos up at the wheel. He's sort of keeping one eye on the waves ahead, and he has in his other hand a book that he's reading.
Ah, you're good at multitasking.
Yeah, well, it's just a straight shot for a while. Just have to hold the wheel straight for a few more hours. What's up?
There's a pretty fish. Do you know what the fishes are over there?
Looks over the railing. And I need to roll nature check for him, or lore monsters rather. Huh. You know, can't say is that I do know what those are. That said, I do know that probably they could take some of the load off of our food stocks.
So we can go grab them? Or
I
get
mean,
'em?
I wouldn't flit down there and try to pick them up yourself. You might get left behind, but throw down a net or two, pull some up.
Gee,
Aeon, you realize he's saying about eating them, right?
yes, but I can grab. I want to help. You all didn't want me to go help, so I might as well go to the person that is willing to help.
I don't want to kill the nice, pretty fishes.
Why did I imagine?
I just didn't want you to drown.
I like fish, but they're pretty.
Well, of course you like fish. You're a cat.
That's racist.
I knew I was right to like you all.
Just Kai just going to Kenora, just saying, "Why do I have a bad feeling about that fish?"
Hmm.
What's so bad about a colorful fish?
He said it would help with food, so it's a good thing, Kai.
I've never seen a fish like that in my life.
No, me neither.
Fair enough. Ah.
Where's the net?
I like me some salmon. I don't want to eat the pretty fish. It's pretty. I like it.
You got a net?
Plenty.
Sandra!
You have a spear!
Yeah, I'll lose it. You want to lose Grandpa's spear?
No!
What do
I
I
want some
roll?
salmon now.
What
I'm
do
gonna
I
go
roll
find
to
some
throw a
salmon.
net?
While you're doing that, I want salmon now. I'm gonna go find salmon. I'll be back. I'm just gonna go in the
Alright.
hole.
It's not really helping the stereotype, Rosa.
I never said I didn't like fish. I like fish. Doesn't mean that it's because I'm a cat. It's a coincidence.
It's a coincidence.
It's
Alright, what do I
totally a
roll?
conscious player choice, though.
Is it?
Absolutely.
What do I roll for the net?
For using a net to try and acquire fish for food, it's a nature check. It's like foraging, except in this case it's more like hunting.
Last 4. 10.
10. Easy enough. You managed to acquire not a whole lot of them, because unless the captain gives the order, they're not going to deploy the big nets. I'll say you're able to acquire about 6 or so of these fish. Really bright and colorful as they're coming up, sort of wriggling in the net.
There you go, Aeon.
Can I ask a question?
Ask
What is the
away.
question?
I was thinking since she's been on like a ship, like Kayana's been on a ship a few times. I was thinking maybe she has seen those kind of fish before. Maybe she can remember it.
Make a lore monsters check.
I don't have it.
Oh, you can still roll it.
Just 2d6. Go. Watch you get another critical success.
That would be funny as hell.
5.
5. You've never seen these before in your life.
They're just fish.
So while they are in the net and I am showing them to Aeon, does anything bad happen?
Not really, no. The fish are just kind of wiggling around. Seem to just be normal fish, just very colorful.
Captain, we got your fish for you.
Great. Said I'm not in the habit of having people eat things that we don't know what they are yet, so go ahead and get those down to our cook and she can have a look-see. If they're edible, we can eat them. If not, toss them back.
I don't eat fish. It's too salty.
Don't eat fish. It's too salty.
There's a human sailor nearby turns to look at you. If you don't want to eat the fish, why the hell are you so gung-ho about helping us catch them?
Because you guys could get more food, and plus I wanted to see it up close, because Sandra wouldn't let me get near it.
Yes, because I don't want you to drown.
No,
How do you plan on swimming with those weird little legs?
I don't know. You don't let me try.
I found some fish.
I can't breathe.
Kai is like, why am I here?
Can I
Oh my god, she's dying.
Can I throw a fish on Kai?
If you do, you're gonna feel the right. I can't breathe. Oh my god, I can't.
Honey, breathe.
You want to throw a fish at Kayana?
Do you want the wrath?
No.
The wrath.
The rat.
You want to feel the wrath of a Tarothos?
My
Bold
shins.
move for someone in shin slapping distance.
My poor shins.
Oh my god.
All right. So, with that random encounter is basically squared away.
Emphasis on the random.
We were probably worried for nothing. It's probably just something silly. Like,
But it came from a 1. They're probably poisonous or something.
All right.
I literally had my heart drop.
Okay, what does the... Okay, I guess we take him down to the cook. What does the cook say?
All right. The cook is going to give him an examination, and is going to determine, from examining him and like sort of dissecting one of them to get a better look, that they're not poisonous. Like, eating these would not cause harm to the human body. That says, you can't be sure how they taste. Seems excited to give it a try, though.
I'll try it.
Alright.
I want to hit you right now.
Rose is your tapping for salmon.
What do you mean you want to hit me?
Oh, they could be poisonous. I'll try one.
Rose is your tapping for salmon, which I assume Rosa got by denying the cook.
Yeah. Alright, so the cook will be happy to let you try some of this fish when he prepares it for dinner tonight.
Yay.
And as casually points out, alright, oh, you can be the guinea pig then.
Gee.
Anyone else want to volunteer for having some of the colorful fish?
Nope.
No Aeon, no Rosa,
Nope.
no Kayana. Kuna?
Pass.
Okay.
Everybody just...
So just Cassandra. Gotcha.
Sacrifice must be made.
Y'all are wimps.
Win.
You want to fight?
Want me to try the damn fish?
You want to fight?
I'm happy with my salmon. I didn't want to eat the colorful fish.
Okay.
Is Cassandra calling Aeon a wimp before we continue?
Yes.
Fine, I'll try it. I'm not a wimp.
Okay.
That's the spirit.
All right. All right. The sisters are up.
Siblings.
I'm a brother.
All right, siblings. I'm sorry. It's been a bit.
So...
It's been enough to forget Aeon's
Am I a female? I'm a female moogle?
Look, I'm sorry. Sometimes my brain gets kerfuffled because Mystic is, not a dude.
I know.
So sometimes I
know.
forget that Aeon is a dude. I'm sorry.
Ah.
I know,
The only-
being a boy is weird.
The only one playing our actual gender in this party is Ari.
Okay.
Anyway, so that evening, as dinner is being served up, everyone else on the ship is getting just regular old fish, but the volunteers, the siblings, Cassandra and Aeon, wind up getting served a stew with colorful, vaguely colorful bits of fish meat sort of swirling around amidst it.
Yes.
So, you go
Do I have
ahead.
to roll, or...
Go ahead. Are you just scarfing them down?
Yes.
All right. So the first thing you notice about these chunks of unusual fish meat is that they definitely taste good. It's kind of like salmon, albeit slightly stringier. And it has the only way I can really describe it is it's kind of like salmon flavor, but deeper pitched, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
It's definitely kind of a fatty sort of texture to it. It's not bad. Not your favorite, but it's good. You could see yourself getting by on it. That said, I do need both of you to make force checks.
Honey, I blame you with whatever happens to
You
me.
blame me. It's his fault.
No, you called me a wimp. It's your fault. Force check. Okay.
Yep.
I'm getting some shit rolls tonight.
I'll be hun. Can I roll for finesse?
No.
Nine.
No.
All right. So, it's a good meal. It tastes good. You feel satiated by the end of it. About 5 minutes afterwards, though, you're starting to feel kind of tingly.
Tingle?
Oh no.
What is the tingly?
Kind of a tingle. Like a
What-
little
what is
buzzing
this?
on your skin. Like, it's not unpleasant.
Okay.
Nothing painful. Maybe like 10 minutes after you've eaten it, though, you sort of blink and you start to notice, wow, things are getting colorful.
Colorful?
Colorful. Colors are getting more
Oh,
contrasty, more sharp.
What the hell is this?
Colors are getting brighter. Things are getting wobbly for about 15 minutes as you're sort of looking around. Starting to feel a little dizzy.
And
Sandra.
Oh, the
Is-
pupils are getting.
So
the pupils are dilating. Okay.
So Cassandra, you look over at Aeon, and Aeon looks like, you know one of those dandelion seed clusters?
uh-huh.
Aeon just looks like one of those at this point. Like, you look at Aeon, and for a second you see your little brother, and then he just starts to he just starts to polymorph into it.
That's really cool.
And Aeon, as you're looking at Cassandra, it's kind of, you know those really creepy and unsettling AI generated videos?
Yeah.
Cassandra's and everything around you is starting to look like one of that with a gradually just pan-shifting RGB scale. And it's all getting really wobbly and ripply, and it is so bright and colorful, and why does your head hurt?
Their pupils are all dilated. Cassandra, Aeon, can you hear me? Hello?
What is Rose?
What do we see? Yeah, what does Rosa look like to us?
You look over at Rosa, and you just kind of, like, you two see decidedly different things. For Aeon, everything looks like an artificial intelligence video. It's weirdly liquidy and colorful. And for Cassandra, you look over at Rosa, and you just see a black cat just sort of perched on a box, talking at you, and the black cat is making noises at you, but it's not meowing and it's not speaking. It's just kind of going.
Rosa, I knew you were a kitty cat.
Yes, I am. You're just figuring this out? I don't know.
She just runs up and just wants to just hold her and pet her.
Petting it.
Like,
No,
like
this is,
tries all,
no.
and just pets her, just like.
You have to be the toddler. You have to be the toddler that pets
No.
the cat too
No.
rough.
Yeah, just pets too rough and just like.
Okay,
Oh dear.
fish bad fish.
This no, it's good fish. This
This is like Haven and the
this
mushrooms
is-
all over again.
Yeah.
This is what literally Kai is like
What
pinching
is-
the bridge of her nose, and she's like, "This is what I said about the fish."
What does Kai look? What does Kai look like?
You look at Kayana, and you see what looks to be a big red bowling ball with two smaller bowling balls attached to it. Just kind of rolling around and yelling at you.
Oh, I haven't been bowling in forever.
Oh
Okay, no. Purifying touch.
Just let me have this dog.
Why did I just imagine Kayana just immediately
Roses.
sprinting?
As tempting as it is, Rosa is seeing you go, oh, look, a bowling ball, and heading towards Kayana. What is Rosa
What
gonna
think
do?
of Kanara?
Okay, opposed force check, you two.
Just
See if
like,
Rosa
what
can
is-
stop Cassandra. Cassandra, you suffer a -2 penalty because you are high as shit.
Though, what
Sorry,
does
negative.
Kanara look like to our eyes before we do this?
To Aeon, Kunara looks like Hunter's shirt. Wait, hold on. Not all of you are going to get that reference. It just looks like a stereotypical wolf shirt.
She just looks like a shirt.
Well, she doesn't look like a shirt. She looks like a wolf, like the art on a wolf themed shirt. Whereas to
Anyway, so what is finesse?
Cassandra, she has become a grayscale golden retriever in armor.
Okay, so you said I have a -2 penalty.
Yes. So 12
Okay,
from
so that's
you.
a 12.
Alright. So
And you must do
finesse.
force. A force.
Oh.
Force. Oh, okay. Is it force or finesse?
Force.
Yeah, it's force. Okay.
Because you're physically trying to restrain Cassandra from using Cayenne as a bowling ball.
Come on, die. Yeah. Alright, well, one of them bounced out and on the floor. I got one dice. What was the other one? Okay. That's 2. 13.
Just succeeded.
Yeah.
So you're able to restrain Cassandra from using Cayenne as a bowling ball. So yeah, it goes without saying, these fish are extraordinarily hallucinogenic. And
It's okay,
psychedelic.
Cassandra. Don't worry, I'm eliminating it, I'm draining it from you. You'll be back to normal in a moment.
Wait, what? Wait,
Can I?
who said that?
Yes,
The
Mystic?
cat's conscience on your shoulder. Yes.
I want to like, as they're doing that, can I just like float like away, like just like floating,
Just like how it's just
spinning?
floating in the.
Yeah.
You're just kind of spinning cartwheels slowly through the air off
Yes.
to one side.
Yes, yes.
Who's got a cat on the shoulder?
You have, and you'll see the cat for what she is in about 3, 2, 1, zoop.
What is the juke?
Cassandra! Oh, I was using Purifying Touch, that was the whole thing, and trying
And then I have to roll for that?
Well, that's what the force was.
No,
Oh,
the
no,
force was
the-
you restraining me.
Yeah, I don't think Purifying Touch requires a roll unless the target is unwilling.
Well, it requires a roll to, you know, lessen the effects into me.
Ah.
That's what I was trying to do. I could eliminate entirely, that requires Destiny points. Not using Destiny points on this bullshit.
So, am I back to normal, or like what?
Let's see here. As a standard action, the Watcher may touch any ally within a short range and remove any of the following status conditions: Poison, Berserk, Blank, Confusion. We'll count this as confusion. However, doing this will cause the Watcher to suffer that status ailment for the standard 4 rounds, as it had been inflicted upon them instead. The duration of the ailment may be cut in half if the Watcher is able to succeed an opposed roll against the original source of the ailment upon the use of this ability. So it would be a force check from you, Rosa, to see if you could half the duration of it. But otherwise, you can just take it.
It didn't really have a duration, so I was kind of like... I mean, like, just to kind of lessen the effects a bit.
I mean, I know it's
Deliberately.
duration.
Okay. So, opposed force, yes, against you?
I already know what the DC is. It's not opposed. It's just a flat roll in this case.
Ah, okay.
Nah, that's not good. Yeah, that's a 7.
7. Yeah, no, you don't have the duration. So Rosa, you consume Cassandra's high, and the world around you instantly just. Your field of view deepens considerably as everything sort of tunnels around you. Colors get really bright and colorful, and everything gets all kind of liquidy and vibrant. And your head is just your head is just filled with the sound of purring cats.
I gotta work on that spell. I'm gonna curl up to you for a bit. Okay, goodbye. And she just starts curling up to Cassandra and starts purring. Like,
Wait,
basically, starts trying to curl up onto her lap.
wait,
Oh
wait,
my
what?
god.
What happened? Rosa!
I will point out,
Where's
Cassandra, you
Rosa?
have full recollection of everything that just happened and everything you saw.
That's just... That was trippy. He looks over to Kai, he's like... You were... I mean... Huh?
Wait, I would miss it because I was talking to my sister.
So, yeah, Rosa took the whole high from Cassandra, and now she's trying to figure out, like, what the hell is going on.
And Rosa has now curled up onto Cassandra's lap, is purring.
And Aeon's still floating in the air.
Yeah, on that
He
note,
is-
Aeon's currently cartwheeling over the edge of the ship, just kind of now just drifting freely over open ocean.
Catch him!
I say Big Canard as it was keeping an eye on him and just gently pulls him back.
Okay, so instead of drifting freely over the water, Aeon has basically just become a really short kite.
And also you can hear this guy just saying, "You called me bowling ball?"
Hey, it was the fish talking.
And what did I say about the fish?
Nobody knew. There was an adventure. Was that nothing bad happened, right?
I am glad I said no.
You see Rosa just start looking like the back of her hand and then just flattening her hair a bit, grooming herself.
So as this is happening, one of the like the captain nearby, Hylos, he looks at all of them and says, "Right, so I'll take that as a no to more fish then."
Fred is not dying of laughter.
Like he's smirking in amusement, but like we don't need this in my crew. This is funny but impractical.
So we're gonna keep quiet about this, right?
It'll be a funny little in-joke among my crew, but I don't imagine we'll be spreading it farther than that. I mean, everyone already saw it.
Hi, Captain.
Just see Aeon like floating by the captain's head.
Hello, Moogle.
Hello, moogle.
How's the view?
I don't want to.
What's up?
Nothing.
Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Nothing.
Say it.
Nothing. It's probably like the.
Just the way he said it.
Yes. And it's the thing is that if I was a girl, it'd be a different response, but I can't.
Oh my gosh.
It's the way that like this character seems is very like the type of guy that I usually like in like games and stuff like that. So that's the thing. I can't say what I want to say because I'm not a girl. So it's Rafe.
Okay.
My gosh.
What would it have been?
It is a very nice view I'm seeing right now.
That's
Right.
alternate universe, slightly high here now.
No! Okay, now here's a question. Can you imagine if it was Tarkus who did that? Who could restrain him?
No one here.
Nobody.
Maybe everyone
Nobody.
working together.
You need the dragon, you need the succubus, you need the Balta, whatever the hell he is, and then
As an elemental.
so you just need all three of them, and he's just like struggling. Just like, release me. I will not be bound.
We will not be bound.
Oh my god. So, the natural one was just to give us these random things. What was your plan? Was this just supposed to be some kind of random fish that you wanted us to catch, or like?
The whole idea is that I have a collection of different scenarios of things that could happen. Most of them aren't even necessarily combat. A lot of them are just things that can happen that are interesting. And the way it works is I roll 1d5 to determine who rolls to see if we have a random encounter. Then whoever rolls, if it lands on a 1 or a 6, then we get a random encounter. And then I roll 1d6 to determine which one it is. We got encounter 6 on the table.
And we ended up with Purifying Touch betraying me once again. And
You know,
hi Cassandra. Hi Rosa is now just gone full cat. Oh, no, just a house cat.
you know, if you keep doing that, one of these days it's gonna really bite you in the ass, or it's gonna be permanent.
I literally nearly died.
This time it's gonna be
almost
permanent.
overdosed.
Anyways,
Yeah, but this time it's gonna be actually permanent.
Well, Aeon should stop messing with my dice.
But the dice are so pretty and colorful.
Okay. So, with that, with Rosa more or less just passing out and Aeon being completely harmless in this state, The rest of the day passes, and the psychedelic effects of eating this fish eventually wear off.
I'll say Rosa didn't pass out. She was just acting like a house cat.
Right.
Like, you see at some point, like, she just starts wandering around. Like, she wanders into an area where there's the shelving units just start nudging some things off.
Indeed. Regardless, after... I don't know. What the... No, I don't want to open up a composite right now. Regardless, after another couple hours, the effects start to wear off. You're left with a bit of a headache afterwards, but otherwise you're fine.
Next time, I tell you guys not to eat the pretty fish. Don't eat the pretty fish.
That was awesome!
That was humiliating.
That was trippy.
I want some more!
I'm pretty sure I broke someone's vase. Don't tell it was me. Cat instincts, they took over.
You're a cat.
I know, but not that much.
What are you
I'm a house
talking
cat.
about? You're always like that.
I'm not a house cat, I'm a people cat with elf ears.
It was kind of cute with the whole grooming yourself thing until you tried to go for your tail.
I'm not cute.
Lies.
Lies.
I'm gonna go curl up in a ball and be sulky again.
Do you want to curl up in my lap again, Rosa?
I will push you off this ship.
I can jump, you know.
Not to use this word in vain, Grandmoney, but what?
The return of the bois.
Wah.
All right.
So how goes our journey?
Well, that day comes to an end.
That's one day.
Yep, all that shit with the fish was one day.
Oh god.
Alrighty. So then,
Bless you. God.
so it is on this next day of travel, as you are sailing southward, that you find yourselves passing in between this stretch of water between the mainland and the Moggelarchy of Kumogo.
Uh-oh.
Moga?
Yeah. And as you are sailing by, and as that day is coming to a close, Aeon,
Yes?
I need you in the Hall of Whispers.
Oh.
Oh, not again. You cannot have him.
Tough.
You
I'm
can't
taking.
take him.
I'm taking Aeon. Bye. I do so love
Alright.
fucking with them. All right. So, as it's nighttime when this happens. As the ship is sailing, everyone's sort of tucked into bed for the night, but you just find that you cannot sleep. It's weird. Just something's just nibbling at the back of your head. A weird sort of just discomfort, and it leaves you unable to sleep. And as you are just sort of tossing and turning in bed, I assume cuddled up to Cassandra. You eventually, as you sort of roll over and cast your eyes out across the dark space of the cabin, you briefly spot a silhouette just sort of tucked up into the corner of the room, looking back in your direction.
Hello?
Hello, Aeon.
Who?
Who else?
I can't be too sure. I have to make sure it's not something else that could hurt us.
Well, you say that as if I could hurt you.
No. You never know with all these things that happen. I ate a weird fish. I don't know what else is on this boat.
Yes, I saw that. That was hilarious. What delight watching you spin around like that. I was a little worried you'd go overboard, but the wolf had you.
It was so much fun, though.
So much fun and so colorful, I bet.
Mm-hmm. It's almost as pretty as Skittles colors.
This brief pause. You know, we're not far from Komogo.
Komogo. It's where the other moogles are, right?
It is the homeland of the Moogles. And mine.
You're from there?
It's where I was born.
Really? Do you remember anything of it?
It is a very colorful place, to be sure. Lots of large mushrooms and bioluminescent plants under a very dense jungle canopy. Massive flowers and mushrooms. The Moogles tend to make their homes among the trees in these giant dandelion-like puffy homes. They play tricks on outsiders to have fun with them. A jovial and jolly group they are, and I respect that.
I wish I had memories. I don't even know if I came from... Though I don't remember anything about the island if I was from there.
Oh, you were.
I was? You know?
I know. To an extent.
What do you know?
I know that they're afraid of what's different.
Isn't
They're-
everybody afraid of change?
Change, yes, but they're just afraid of what doesn't fit their mold. Whether it promises to change them or not, they fear the other. They're a very insular society, these Moogles. For as fun and delightful as they are, those that don't leave their island, well, there's a certain underpinning of malice, perhaps, behind their pranks. It's not all fun and games, it's establishing a pecking order. You and I, we were different. They feared and hated that.
They hated us?
Why else do you think they left you in a box and set you adrift on the sea?
I never knew. But I guess I had a feeling that it could have been that they hated me, Kupo. I just didn't want to believe it.
But you shouldn't feel bad about that. They're the ones missing out.
I don't feel bad. I don't know why. I want an answer, but it doesn't seem like anyone has one for me, Kupo.
Not everything has to have an answer, and infuriatingly few things do. The trick where something doesn't have an answer is to just make something up.
Make something up.
If you can't find an answer for a question, if you can't find a reason, then work out what makes sense to you in the moment and just run with it. It's better than running blind.
Well, but what if someone does have the answer? I haven't met another Moogle yet. Maybe if we find one in our little group, maybe I can get some answers.
Maybe. Though I doubt you'd like what you'd find. All they'd really do is expand on what I've already said. And that's if they were inclined to talk.
I want to see it for myself, though.
Komogo?
Sandra's... I don't know. Sandra always said that you have to keep trying if you want to figure things out. And maybe if I met another Moogle, I might get the answer. And I want to go to Komogo, but I know Rosa has some more important stuff that's a little bit more important. I'd rather focus on that.
Well, just bear in mind that you can't hedge your bets on maybes or what ifs.
You're right.
Yeah.
Do you miss your home? I mean, our home, I guess now.
I suppose you could say that. It was a fun place during my time there. Save for the locals not really getting it, but... well, you know.
So, are you a different type of moogle than Lou? If you're from the same island as me.
I suppose you could say that.
So I have met another moogle then.
I'd say that you've met a cousin to the Moogle.
A cousin? That means we're family.
I won't argue if that's how you want to phrase it.
You said make up the reason, if I can't understand it.
I suppose I did.
Then we're family, Lou.
And family sticks together. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes, you're part of the group now with us.
Glad to hear it. Then you hear something sort of at the edges of your senses. Brief sort of high-pitched shrieking sound. Almost inaudible, but just loud enough for you to hear it.
Ow.
The silhouette of Kaolu kind of shifts a bit. Oh, bugger.
Is everything okay?
I'm afraid I have to go for now, Aeon.
And I'll see you next time, right?
Of course you will. I'm never far. But I have to go back behind that stupid wall now.
Every time I try, it just seems like it's impossible for me to do anything. And the thing that puts you there, Kupo, how am I supposed to help you if it keeps fixing that wall?
Next time you run into it, maybe we can do something about it.
Okay.
If it's an obstacle to solving our problem, then we have to get rid of the obstacle. Oh, don't we?
Lou, is that thing from the island too?
No.
I just don't understand it. I've never seen anything like it.
Neither have I. It
And this
came
one-
after the island.
It did?
Mm-hmm. But whatever it is, it's keeping us from sticking together. So, when next a chance presents itself, we deal with it. Deal?
Okay. I'll do my best, Lou.
All
That's what
right.
family does. We stick together.
Damn right. The shrill crying sound comes again. That's closing in. I have to go. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Bye, Lou.
Bye, Aeon. You blink and the silhouette has vanished from the corner of the room. Now then, let's go ahead and just fold back to the others, shall we? Because the scene gets extended just a little bit.
Okay.
They're
Oh.
here.
Hey, pal.
They return.
We do.
What have you done?
All I'll say is this. Cassandra, during the night of this particular sailing voyage, at this particular night, you find yourself eventually stirring awake in the middle of the night when you hear Aeon saying, "Goodbye, Lou."
Eh? What?
So you kind of start awake.
Aeon?
Sandra, are you okay? Did you not sleep well?
mean, I guess. Did you say something?
Did I asked if you were okay? Is that what you mean?
Huh.
What do you mean?
And that fish was really messed with my head. What are you doing now?
Oh, I was talking.
Talking?
Mm-hmm. I
Talking to
couldn't
your,
sleep.
talking to yourself?
No, not really. I guess I'm still figuring out stuff.
Figuring out what?
Well, we're passing, you know, the home of the moogles. I
Ah,
guess, I guess I just want to know more about myself and I want answers, but I feel like nobody has the answer. And I wonder if we were to meet a moogle, would they have the answer? Or would they look at me and hate me and not want to tell me or talk to me, or I don't know.
she pulls him close. I wish I could give you some of those answers, but I promise you, I'll help you find them.
What
Maybe we
if there
can-
is no answer? What do I do?
We make our own answer.
Okay.
I know. I know you're scared. And I know you want answers, and we'll look for them. And if we can't find them, then we'll just say, we're right. We make our own answer, and we know exactly who you are. You are Aeon, the most adorable Moogle of all of time.
We are one big happy family, aren't we?
She brings him close and rubs noses with him. Of course we are.
So, what woke you up? I hope I wasn't talking too loud.
I don't think so. I don't know really what woke me up. Just this weird feeling that I thought I heard you say something.
What did you hear?
It doesn't sound like you were saying goodbye to somebody. Was one of the others in here?
No. I would have woke you up if Rosa or the others came in.
I figured I would have heard it, but I don't know. It was weird. Like I didn't quite hear, but it sounded like you said goodbye to somebody.
I said goodbye to Lou.
Wait, huh? Lou.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Lou?
He's family.
Family. I've never heard of this Lou.
I don't really know how to explain it. I just see him sometimes. Or really not see. More talk. It's kind of weird.
Is he nice?
Yeah. Funny enough, he said the exact same thing as you when I was asking for the answer to my past. So, everything you say must be true, too. I just always worry. And he said that if I couldn't find the answer either, then to make it up, just like you did.
I guess whoever this Lou is knows what he's talking about. Think I could maybe talk to him sometime?
I could try, but it's very random. I only see him very little.
Oh? Well, how do you see him?
Just sometimes at night.
Like in a dream?
No, because I wasn't dreaming this time. I don't think it's a dream. Am I dreaming?
And he
Kinda
just
gives
goes to
up.
try to pinch your cheek.
Honey, you're reading my mind. I was gonna have her do the same thing, just have them both like just pinch each other's cheeks at the same time.
Ow!
Ow!
Well, definitely not dreaming.
No, definitely not.
I don't know then. It's just random, Sandra.
Well, I guess if it's random, just have to wait and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he said that he's nice, and he and I pretty much said the same thing, so he can't be all bad.
He says a lot of stuff like the others say.
Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Like
He's
what?
very... Like we have to trust each other. I remember when Rosa said the same thing too. That we can't keep secrets and lies. So it's best to always be honest.
How long have you been talking to Lou?
I don't know. You know I'm not good with time, Sandra.
Says the time, Mage.
No. I know powers, but I don't know. Because you remember when Mama asked us to, like, remember something in a few weeks, and I thought it was the next day, and then when it was the actual day of, it was, like, months later. I'm not good with time.
I've never been good with time either.
But he's been nice. He says a lot of nice things about you guys, too.
Does he now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this Lou certainly seems like a nice guy. I think I'd very much like to meet him sometime.
Maybe one day. Maybe I can get it so we can all meet him.
I think that'd be really fun. A new friend.
Just like all of us. A big, big group of friends and family, right, Sandra?
Oops his nose. That's right.
I'm sorry I woke you up.
Hey. It's no worries. I'm always here to talk. You know that. Now come on, you little foofball. Let's get some more sleep.
I will try.
Just count lollipops.
It sounds like a plan.
Alright. So counting lollipops. 1, 2, 3, and so on in your head. You gradually begin to drift off to sleep. Last thing you hear before you slip into the realm of dreams vaguely sounds like the distant shrill cry of some sort of bird. And on that note, we'll call it for the week.
I hate how chill Cassandra was with that, given the shadow.
Okay, so just out of character, and she sounded very, but if like I was wanting to add a little bit before like he cut it out, I was like where Aeon's like slowly starting to fall asleep, Cassandra's starting to, that smile she had with him starts to wane a little bit and starts to turn into worry. Because not really kind of weirded out by it. She was being like supportive because she didn't like immediately sense anything wrong, but she still has that lingering feeling that something's not quite right. And then, did she hear the bird, or was that just Aeon?
That was just Aeon.
Okay.
Now then, I'm going to go ahead and close out this session. So, thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, so much for joining us for this session of Final Fantasy Chronicles of Eno. Not technical difficulties. We will see you next time. Until then, keep listening, people. Bye-bye.
Sarah.
Ta-da.
Everyone.